Hello, listening audience, and welcome back to Toonkind D&D presenting Ruined Recollections. I am your dungeon master, Whirlwind Gale, who absolutely did not space out and stare at the wall for 3 hours before this game. I am once again joined by my beautiful, lovely, fantastic, wonderful, delightful friends who are going to be our players today. Beloved friend group who I adore so very, very muchly. Please introduce yourselves, top to bottom.
Hello, everyone. I am noodle or pasta or udon or whichever variation thereof y'all are feeling like today. And I am very excited to once again bring my bastard bird, who is, he's staring at a gate wall thing right now. It's fine. He didn't have emotions last session. He's good. He's chill.
And that is me! Hi everyone! It's me, Be Wild, still on the bullshit with a monkey. Doing decently. Didn't just have one of the scares of the lifetime last session. She's doing alright. She knows how to sort this out. Genuinely, she does know how to sort this out. And she's gonna have a fun old time.
Hi. Fuck. Well, yeah, great start. Hi, I'm Hex. I'm playing Matthias, who did not have a good time last time and does not know how to sort this out. So, he certainly is here and is going to not be a problem, I can assure everybody.
It's fine.
It's not.
Oh, good. Hey, I'm Kraken. I'm playing Igni. Igni is, observing and absorbing.
Igni is fucking vibing, and we love that.
Igni's having a good time, I say, despite arguably people could argue the fact she had a pretty bad time by the end.
She is just
But
fucking vibing, and we appreciate that energy so much.
she is, this place is good food. This place is fucking excellent food.
Oh god, I just remembered the geckos in the goddamn till.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes. That's gonna have consequences later. Anyway.
Oh!
Use me. Hi, I'm RJ. I'm playing Dakota. Who...
RJ?
RJ?
That's it. That's the entire introduction.
Oh my god, I hate you.
You motherfucker.
Right,
Dakota
that's it.
sure is a reason for some memes. Don't worry about it.
We're in the same country. I'm
You mysterious bastard.
I have a bottle of soy sauce on my desk. Be wild.
I'll chug it. It'll be your fault.
No.
Oh,
Please
good lord.
don't.
Okay.
I'll put
picking
honey
up-
in your shoes because I have a bottle of honey on my desk too.
Guys!
Oh my god.
Hi.
No honey in
Sorry.
anyone's shoes. No eating things we're allergic to. Come on, we haven't even started the game yet. I swear, this is like herding cats.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah.
You did this.
Yeah.
I give up. Game's over. Nope. Everyone go home.
No.
Well,
I am
everyone
gonna
dies.
chance to
Fuck
climb the
you.
gate. Well, no, actually, not everyone.
We love you.
I want to open the door. Let me open the door,
I
world.
want to climb the door.
Okay. Okay. Introductions handled. Everyone's here. Let's recap where we left off. Because you guys got through that a lot faster than I expected. To be honest, I expected you to spend the whole of last session in the town, but that didn't wind up happening, so here the fuck we are. So last session, the party... God damn it, Noodle! Noodle has sent a meme in the group chat of an old
better put
lady clinging to a door. Thank you, Noodle.
Oh, that
What
meme,
was that
yeah.
fine of the old lady banging on the bus door and yodeling?
There you go.
I mean, that would work if any of us could sing. But...
Use you. I have a plus 13 in performance.
Yodelay,
Can you
yodelay,
sing?
ooh.
Yes.
Anyway.
I can
Anyway.
carry on, carry on.
I swear I am drinking this fucking sparkling water like it's a beer at this point.
Why does Igni have a +4 in performance?
Davros, carry on, carry on.
Carry on.
Because Igni has pretty privilege. Moving on. Okay, so last session, you guys took a teleportation circle from the town of Dust, or no, from Toontown to the town of Dust.
Yeah.
To the delight of the NPC manning the desk, who I have forgotten the name of already
He was
because
so
I'm
sweet.
terrible.
I thought his name was Steve, but I could be wrong
No,
there.
it wasn't Steve.
Might have been Steve.
Don't think it was Steve.
That or it was
Okay.
Fred.
Anyway.
Mystery for later.
We'll check
You
on
went
it.
through the teleportation circle like the protagonist that you are.
Yes.
Mhm.
Talk to a cat. Talk to an old
Mhm.
turtle. Investigated the local library. Met Dakota. Dakota has been added to your party. Brr, 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 brr.
He calls Retro Baby Doll.
Yep.
Everybody's weird about that.
Everyone but Dakota.
Yeah.
Some of us are just accepting of it. Some of us are taking it weird.
That was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
That's my mom. Fine.
Why do you call my mother
Fine.
baby doll?
It's fine.
Anyway, let's see what else happened. You fucking gamed some people fucking blind at the bar, discovered the delicious quenchiness of cactus juice, proceeded to pay for the bottles of cactus juice that you took with shiny things, buttons, and 2 geckos.
2 live geckos.
2 live geckos, which you shoved in the till, which, I mean, it's better than snakes.
Well, she didn't eat snakes, therefore no snakes. She ate geckos.
She did eat gecko skewers, yeah. Or grilled geckos. I forget what it was. Anyway.
I think it was both.
No. Anyway. You guys then proceeded to, waltz right the fuck into a giant goddamn sandstorm. Like fools. I love you, but that was very foolish.
We waited, excuse you.
Try to wait.
We followed the riddle.
Yeah.
Like, the right time
Mm-hmm.
that there happened to also be a sandstorm is just, icing on the cake.
Better than some things it could have been. Where it
I mean, to be fair, if we hadn't left at that time, we wouldn't have gotten there at the other time, and we probably would have lost the desert.
Indeed.
Yep.
Also, you, managed to fucking, survive your encounter with big, fuck-off, scary rock dragon things. You don't know what those were. I know what those were, but I'm not gonna tell you yet, even though some of you
Not one.
already know what those are.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were
It's fine.
fun.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Matthias is only relapsing a little bit. It's fine.
Oh, honey.
Tyus got relapsed so hard he dropped his fucking disguise, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch, Dakota didn't blink an eye. I don't know about anyone else, but...
Oh, that's a lovely piece of art, V Wild. That is
Thank you.
wonderful. The fur textures.
Yeah.
Mwah. Chef's kiss. something out of a fucking picture book there. Excuse me. But after narrowly escaping the city's guardians, you made your way through the wards of terror around the city. 10 out of 10 on that.
Mm-hmm.
And now you stand at the gates in the light of dawn that has made its way through this sandstorm, which you now realize is completely circled around you. You are standing now in the eye of the sandstorm.
Cool.
Mm.
So how are we doing?
Not great.
There's a gate.
There is a gate.
There is
I
a gate in
just-
front of you.
Roll a thing real quick.
Ugh.
Okay, he's cool. He's fine. He's chill.
Of course he is.
What
Juby
did you
has-
roll?
That's a whiz save. Juby has mostly recovered from, earlier things. Yeah. There's door. He wants door. He still wants in. This place is still home.
Yeah, I will note,
Yeah.
for the three of you who are affected by that fucking magnetism bullshit. Oh god, it's strong.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
But why don't
So
y'all give me a rundown of how your character's feeling to start us off. Just give me a general fucking sit rep on your character's emotional and physical states so I know what I'm working with.
There. If no one else is gonna go first, I'll go first.
Okay.
Juby has, since the start of that and failing the wisdom save pretty hard at the start of the sandstorm, has been single-mindedly driven to go home. And he's here. He's doing better. There's not that kind of yawning hole in his chest feeling that there was before. He's a bit worried about the party, focusing more on them a bit because, oh yeah, that's right, there was a lot of danger. People got hit multiple times. He needs to focus on them too, but Door is here. He can get through this. He wants to go in. But he's not immediately acting on anything. He has gathered himself enough to know he should probably stick with these people and not charge ahead. But he wants to. So that's him.
And we love him.
Matthias is not great. Physically, he's okay. He's all healed up. Yeah. He's that the red light of the Guardian might have triggered some things. Triggered some memories. He's here. He's doing his best. He's gonna be useful. He's not gonna be dead weight. He can prove that he's useful to the party. And he won't fucking have another slip up like that. He won't mess up again. He promises.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. He's doing fine. He's not okay. He's not okay.
Sweetheart.
But he also wants to get in because also that yawning feeling of home and this is home. But he's stamping that down because he's gonna be useful. So, he's not doing very good right now.
Noted.
God almighty. I'm talking, so you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. Lynn might have jumped up a fray point when, all of that went down, because a person she's trying to protect and she didn't, she's never quite enough. But however, she has been to therapy, and so she's actually able to start processing it in the, we'll process it later, right now just focus on everything, make a list of what to do. And so she is calming herself down. She's got plans. She's keeping everyone in her sight. On gods, she's keeping everyone in her sight. But she's got a few ideas. She's actually doing decent. That isn't me lying. That is her doing as best as she can in the situation, and that's pretty decent.
Good. Good for her. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Igni got slammed pretty badly last session, but she's now back to full health.
Yeah.
And, for having gotten slammed pretty bad, seems pretty cavalier about it, honestly. She doesn't have the same fucking relentless tug that some of these other chuckle fucks are having. But taking in, observing, and just I think it seems like she's doing a think. I'm actually going to roll something.
Oh boy.
God, that tracks. That was a 6 history. Yeah, nah. Don't got much.
She fucking vibing. Igni, bless her heart, she's got the Wii theme going through her head.
There is
Hold
only
on, does she have
Wii
a history modifier? Okay. 7. 7 history.
Incredible.
She's been slammed for a lot of damage before. This doesn't
She's
isn't
been up
triggering
against
a
dragons.
particular memory.
Ain't nothing happening upstairs. It's just
Not even-
fish tank gravel up in here.
Not even actually, like, she's legitimately thinking. It's just she's not quite getting any results for that.
Something
It's
should be
connecting.
pinging, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She's looking for something to ping, and so far it isn't.
Okay.
Bless.
Buffering.
Input not found.
That's incorrect.
Try a different file path. Don't ask Clippy.
Anyway,
Clippy's in your file
That's
manager.
Igni.
I have questions.
nothing is familiar right now. That's Igni.
Aw.
Yeah. If Igni's doing all right because she hasn't quite put any pieces together yet, Dakota is doing all right despite having many pieces put together yet. He's old as dicks. He's seen a lot. This isn't even the worst thing yet.
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop on Dakota because I have thoughts, and oh boy.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know those thoughts, but I am...
You're the DM. You don't get to know those thoughts. You might use them against me later.
We'll find
Get to know
out.
those thoughts?
No, you don't get those thoughts either.
mean.
Hex going, I will hold all my thoughts right here, and then one day I'll die.
One day I'll die. One day I'll be proven wrong or right, and it'll be fine.
Or one day Matthias will die. Either is an option, is likely.
Either is an option.
Let's not kill...
Oh boy.
Have they considered not?
Lynn would like Matthias to stay alive. It's one
Yeah,
of her
Dakota, it'll be fine.
life. Let's go. Let's carry on.
Let's go anyway.
Door.
And I caught
So,
that, RJ,
there we go.
anyway.
Big fucking door open.
All right.
What does door look like?
What does door look like? Well, you guys are standing in front of a very, very tall, slightly curved bit of wall with a gate set into it. And this gate, for For one thing, it looks incredibly impractical because it's not, a metal gate, it's not a wooden gate. No, it is two fucking solid slabs of stone.
Hmm.
It is two solid slabs of fucking stone, both about 70, 75 feet high. And that's all I can give you without rolling investigation or perception.
All right.
Perception.
Dun-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Perfectly average roll. That's a
Okay.
22.
That is actually really good. What is your perception again, dude?
Oh, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Nine.
Juby.
No,
Juby,
me.
please.
+9.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, her perception is higher, but I wanted to do investigation for once.
Bird Boy was lying. He is not over that. I'm looking at that perception roll. I'm like, no, you're not, buddy. You are still on single-minded focus of go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Juby, with that kind of roll, I'm sorry. Your first instinct is there's like a tiny, there's the crack between the two doors, and your first instinct is to just go and try and push them apart.
Yeah. It doesn't work. He has another idea that he wants to try.
Please don't destroy the place.
No. I'll hold that for after descriptions are given.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, Igni and Dakota, you guys both got 20s on this roll. So,
Nope. Igni and
Lynn.
Lynn got 20s.
Lynn.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know why I got that wrong. I'm so smart. I'm so smart.
You are.
You are.
You.
We all fuck up sometimes.
I can read.
Carry on going.
Same, homie.
God, yeah.
I know how to read. I'm so good at reading.
I'm great at words. Anyway,
Let's keep rolling.
I'm writing a book, guys. I totally know how to read. Anyway. Anyway. So, Lynn and Igni, you guys both got 20s. What you can tell from that, first thing that you notice is that these doors are not perfectly smooth. Like, you can tell, one, where the door slides into the wall, because it is recessed a bit into the wall. But you can also tell that the doors are not completely smooth. Remind me, did anyone, roll investigation on the gravestones last session?
ooh, I don't think we had much chance to.
No,
I
I
we can't.
don't
know
remember doing
someone
so.
saw stuff on them, written on them. Someone did have
I
a
was
better
able
look.
to take a look at the writing on them, but
Okay,
this
that's
is
what it was.
fine.
Okay, so you have that in your pocket for later. But since Igni and Lynn, you didn't, you don't get this one piece of information. Instead, you look, and there seem to be carvings of some sort into the door. You're not quite sure what they could mean. They might just be a design. It is a very, pretty geometric pattern of sort of circles and angles. Actually, Lynn, it would look a little familiar to you because of one of your connections. It looks very similar to Written Echo, but not quite legible. Or at the very least, you have not gotten good enough at Echo to read this. This is advanced shit.
Could, in a minute, her use her her comp. comprehend languages, because she has that as a thing from an item.
It would take you a very long time to read those doors. You can read a page a minute with comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I will allow you to read a little bit off the doors with your comprehend languages in a minute if you want. But yeah, no, like I said, these things are fucking 75 feet high, and it is covered top to bottom in these carvings.
Incredibly valid, incredibly valid. Just thought I'd throw it out there, especially as I want you to be able to spell law.
And that brings us to those of us who rolled higher than a 20, which is Dakota with the 22 and Matthias with a 27. You guys are looking at this. Dakota, you recognize written echo. And you both notice there is sort of in a spot on either of the two quote-unquote doors of the gate, there are spots equal distance from each other, basically perfectly symmetrically placed, where there's almost a carved shape around some of the writing.
Can I have a background in historical knowledge. I can correctly ascertain the original purpose and builders of ruins or dungeons. Can I ascertain what those recessed bits are for? Those carved shapes are for?
Is there any kind of roll for this, or?
It doesn't say. It just says you can correctly ascertain the original purpose and determine its builders.
Well, fuck, there goes that puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Background features.
So, Dakota, you take a look at this, and, well, my man, you are very experienced in the Indiana Jones ass bullshit TM.
I fucking hope so.
So you know that, those can be pushed on. You don't know exactly what they'll do, but you know those are buttons.
How high up are they?
How tall are you?
Tall.
Numbers, RJ.
About 6 feet.
Okay.
I'm loving the absolutely vague fuck all information we get for Dakota.
Love
It's
him.
almost like Dakota's unknowable for some reason.
He who. Whatever could this
He
mean?
who.
Anyway. Dakota, they're at about chest height for you.
Okay, so if the other fuckers in this party reach up, they could touch them. That's fine.
Probably.
Everyone else in this party's fucking short, is why I ask.
Hey,
Oh, fuck you.
Boy.
I'm taller than you are.
You know what? Honestly, that's fair.
I love Lynn.
Matthias is, once he sees these and, like, he notices these shapes, he doesn't reach out to touch them. Dakota would be able to see his hand start to, but then he stops. Not as if to, like, push, but more to, like, trace them. But he stops short, and then his head kind of tilts to one side as he's, like, studying this.
Oh yeah, the head tilt, so blessed.
It's how he thinks.
Dakota's gonna walk up to the other one and then gesture for Matthias to push it as he pushes the other one.
Matthias doesn't know that these can be pushed, so he's like, okay, so he's gonna reach a hand out and touch. And then,
I think once he sees Dakota pushing, he'll be like, oh!
yeah, he will be like, oh, they push, okay. And then he will push.
Alright, roll me a strength check.
You want this twink to roll
just
strength.
flat strength, or are we allowed to use athletics?
Just flat strength here. It's not super high, but these are very old buttons made of solid
It's not
fucking
very high, you
rock.
say.
Oh,
It's not very
honey.
high, you say.
Matthias.
Jesus Christ.
Can Lynn come over and help Matthias?
I will allow this.
I know
Please do.
that is okay. What's your modifier for this? It's a +3. So I don't know what noises poor Matthias is making, but Lynn's gonna just go over and just
Ugh.
that's a
Yeah.
He turns such a fun shade of red in embarrassment because, like, oh, I
Oh,
couldn't
hun.
push a button.
Oh, hun.
Well, in his defense, these are very old, and they are made of solid rock.
The
And
mechanisms are very crunchy.
They are very heavy. The mechanisms are really crunchy. Like, as you're pushing it back, you hear the grind of stone on stone and also, like, crunch of sand caught in gears.
Mm.
And
Delicious.
then you manage to
honestly, it does sound delicious.
to push this. You realize it's not a button. It's a panel. Because you push it about a foot back and then it clicks and locks in place.
Okay. How many of these were there? Was it just the two?
Just the two.
Okay.
And congratulations, you have now created a little alcove in the door.
It's
about-
not open, is it?
No. It's about... These little alcoves are about 1 foot tall by 6 inches wide. By roughly a foot deep.
So Igni could fit. No one else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Igni could
Igni
fit and
could
wouldn't
squash
even get all
herself.
the way through the door.
Hmm.
Oh, a panel, not a button, but okay. So the rest of this door, how does this work? Because they want.
Tried knocking.
Hmm.
You know what, Igni? Give that a go.
She will indeed knock.
Okay. Are you, like, knocking specifically on the door?
Yes, as if this were just a regular door and knocking was a thing Igni actually did. She knocks like she's only ever watched other people knock.
I believe that would be the case.
Roll me a constitution save.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, that's rough, buddy.
She's never knocking on a door again. What the fuck? She was right the entire time to be slipping under doors.
Lynn is going to remember this.
Hey. Hey.
What
Hey.
did you roll?
That's an 11.
Okay, that's all right. That's fine. An 11 is fine. Igni, you go and you knock on the door. And I'm assuming, like, if you're knocking on the door, you're doing the whole, closed fist rap with your knuckles thing.
Yep, shave and a haircut pattern.
Mhm.
Back straight, very formal. Yeah.
So those carvings that are carved into the door, those weird sort of glyph patterns, they light up under your hand and they suddenly get very hot.
Okay.
Cool.
Hand whips back and Whirl, I gotta tell you, for that to startle Igni, that's gotta be very fucking hot.
Yeah, no, like, as you pull back, you see those glyphs. They had started glowing white, and they slowly fade from white to yellow to orange to red, and then go out.
What did they say?
It me.
What?
It bit me.
Okay. Are you alright, Igni? Okay. Any?
No injury. It takes far more heat than that to fire damage me. But
Okay, that's good. That's good.
But it bit you.
well, maybe not. Not literally.
Hmm.
Understandable.
Alright.
I
Just
mean,
said the
you
first
guys,
thing that came to mind.
you guys would have
Understandable.
seen those sigils lighting
Yeah, I
up.
know. Just
Well, I have a question.
I have an answer.
While we're fiddling with the door puzzle, how high up is the door, and does it look like there's anything blocking if you tried to get over top of it?
The gates are about 75 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
There's about a 30-foot chunk of wall on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how thick the wall is on the other side. I'm just realizing I forgot you can fly.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking this entire time.
Yeah.
Yes, suckers.
He can fly. There's at least 2 members of this party that can fly.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then there's Matthias.
Well,
Sometimes.
Lynn can
Juby
fly.
knows usually that when he's breaking into places, if he can't get in through the door one way via, Dark Souls logic, can't go through this way, can probably open the other side. So DM, if you will allow this, because I know flying can be some bullshit. But Jubilee would like to fly up and over the wall and try and see if there's a way he can open the door from the other side and let the rest in.
I'm gonna laugh if there's an invisible barrier that bonks him down.
I was just about to fucking say,
Thank
and before there's
you.
like some kind of force shield and he runs into it like a big bird flying into a window.
We were all thinking the bird in the window. Bounce, bird boy.
No invisible
He's not
force.
gonna like.
No invisible force fields, but roll me a wisdom save if you're gonna try this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I figured. 17.
God damn it.
He got his
Okay.
shit together.
You can have the DC be high. That is a thing
Yeah.
that you can do.
Yeah.
But I want
Yeah,
to be nice and encourage you guys to do creative problem solving, even if it means that my puzzles go to waste.
Consider you can create consequences for this success.
Oh, I
Indeed.
know. I fully expect there to be consequences. He has to deal with the door on the other side.
Yeah, he's now alone and separated from the party.
Mhm.
Party
Right
split.
Well,
Yep.
bird, you can be mean. We fully support you. We love you.
How am I going to handle this? Okay, I know how I'm going to handle this. All right. Jubilee,
Yes.
I'm not going to let you
The
fly
record,
over the wall.
He doesn't say what he's doing to any of the other people in the party. He is just step back.
Really.
Yeah.
Of
Of course
course.
you do.
Whoosh.
I'm not going to let you fly over the wall. I'm sorry. I
That's fair.
spent time on this puzzle, man.
This is completely fair. This is completely fair.
I don't want you to be able to brute force this puzzle. I spent time on it.
I mean,
Hell
You're good.
the
You're good.
out there is like 30. Honestly, you are well within rights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Own it. You're good.
So you try to fly over this wall. You get past like the edge of the fear wards that you are no longer in the safe zone for when you go up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Matthias's ward doesn't extend
It has a
that
vertical
far.
component.
No, it doesn't.
But you manage to, take that in stride. What you don't manage to take in stride is you are in the eye of a fucking storm. And if you go high up in stormy weather, the winds get harder.
Yeah.
The
They
geographer
sure
had
do.
been wondering. The geographer had been wondering. Thank you.
Mhm.
So you try to fly up like that, and it's not a physical barrier smacking into, but instead, it's like someone has swatted you out of the air with this wind. Because
Cool.
it just slams into you.
Yeah,
Because you rolled
there's a
well,
very
I'm
loud
not.
squawk with that.
Because you rolled well and you know, and I am being mean and not letting you use a tool,
Mhm.
you don't take damage.
So Mom wanna catch you?
I got it.
I was gonna say Matthias ain't catching
Yeah.
shit.
I got it.
But
No,
Ickney
can
would
I
be squashed like a
roll?
bug.
Can I roll a dex save just to see if he can, some kind of save to see, just so he doesn't crash and land on his face?
Yeah, sure. Roll a dex
Yeah.
save.
Okay.
I'm
It's
sorry. It's a really good solution to the problem.
You're good.
You're
That's
fine.
why I
really
said
tried on
this one.
if you didn't want it to work, it's okay. I know some DMs hate flying. It's okay.
I don't even hate flying. I love flying as a concept. I love flying as a mechanic.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
let me
this one
try.
specific
It's good.
puzzle.
Yeah.
it's good.
We know. All right. 18. Nice.
That's an 18 to catch himself.
Yeah, okay.
Yay.
You managed to catch yourself before you hit the ground and you just kind of land spitting sand out of your mouth. Just
Yes.
sandy.
Well,
Okay.
can't go over it. What'll
Dakota's
work.
gonna go back to try and read the glyphs.
Mhm.
I say Lynn was going to, and by God, Lynn is going to.
Okay.
Iggy's gonna turn to Dakota and say, "Do you need me to touch it again to make it easier to read?"
Igni, no.
We'll be fine, Igni. Thank you, though.
So here's the weird thing. You guys who have your comprehend language shenanigans, you look over this, and it's not writing. It's more like a magical circuit. Like somebody has carved the steps of a spell into this wall, into these doors. Lynn, with your comprehend languages, if I remember right, that like makes things appear in a language you understand.
Yep.
With that, for you, it kind of appears like you can almost see arrows in the designs, and they all kind of channel towards these two alcoves that Dakota and Matthias and you helped create. Like I said, it's more like a magical circuit than it is like any kind of words. I'm gonna need someone else to give me the recording because my parents are talking in the hallway and everyone can hear it on the recording.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, holds you.
We got it. I'll send you
Yeah,
Yeah,
more.
we got it.
I am so calm and reasonable and happy. I am a happy tree.
Puzzle.
Puzzle.
Circuit.
Let's keep
Magic
rolling. Let's keep
circuit.
rolling.
This is a spell that has been carved into these doors. This is not a message. This is not a story. This is not a language. This is spellcraft. It's very detailed, very advanced spellcraft, but it's spellcraft.
Okay. Heckin' magical bullshit. Great.
Okay. And Lynn says that, and Matthias's head tilts the other direction. He's gonna roll Arcana and see if he can get, with the knowledge that this is spellcraft. He doesn't have very good Arcana, but we're gonna try it anyway.
She will be relaying what she's getting. Like, she does say heckin' magical bullshit. She does also fill in because she knows this is her area, so others need to know.
Anyone got access to identify?
Fuck me. That could be good. That could be enough. Maybe? A 16 Arcana?
It's not bad.
I mean,
It's not bad.
It's high. It's above 3/4 of 20, so I'll allow it.
Yay!
Yeah, so you, Matthias, you hear Peckin' magical bullshit. You look at the door. You do your, like, tilt your head, see if it makes more sense at a 45-degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, basic deductive reasoning that, okay, spell put in a door, spell is probably a lock. Those are probably keyholes of some sort.
Okay. Okay.
And you also
And if
managed to
it's-
identify, with the fact that Igni said it bit her. It has some sort of defense mechanism.
Yeah. But it looks like a magical circuit and it's locked. So complete the circuit.
Mm-hmm.
And can he? No, he wouldn't be able to. I was about to say, would he be able to, but it would need to actually be like. He wouldn't be able to anyway, I think, because that's divination. Ha! Yeah, he can't. Damn.
Vincent.
You thinking of identify?
I was thinking either identify or a detect of some, like a detect magic of some kind to like determine what magic would complete the circuit, but he can't. So, in fact, he's gonna probably voice, if it's locked magically, then, and you said it's a circuit, figure out the magic and complete the circuit.
Good idea. Or something
Igni,
Yes.
you said fire, right?
It was certainly hot. I do have plenty of fire magic.
I
We're
think if
going.
it's hot, it's probably fire radiant.
Hmm.
So we're going to shoot fire at the door.
I
Well,
am very good
not-
at shooting fire. I can do
Not
this.
necessarily shooting, but like, and Matthias isn't gonna, he isn't going to, like, Sacred Flame is physical attack. He's gonna instead basically, like, thaumaturgy a fire,
Mm-hmm.
like, created in his hands, just like, and then, hold his cupped hands towards the alcove.
Excellent.
idea.
Okay. Matthias, you create this little fire in between your hands and you hold it out and put it inside this alcove. And the entire half of the door on your side lights up.
He might squawk and jump back, I'm not gonna lie, because he didn't quite expect that extreme of a reaction.
It's like from where you put your magic in, light spreads through the glyphs on the door, and there's the sound of clunking clockwork from inside. And Matthias, you squawk and jump back. The fire stays.
All
Dakota
right.
is pulling a torch out of his bag of holding, sticks it in the thaumaturgy fire to light it up, puts it in the other alcove.
Heckin' fantastic! Now we're cooking!
And similar thing happens. The fire gets stuck. Interestingly, the torch doesn't. You can pull the torch back, but the fire gets stuck inside, leaving the torch as though it had never been burned.
Incredible.
The door
I
lights
don't
up.
get any of this magic bullshit.
It's fascinating. It's bullshit, but it's peckin' fascinating.
The door lights up. There's the clunk of clockwork, and this time you can hear rattling of chains and grinding of gears, and slowly, inch by inch, those doors ease open.
Matthias is standing back as they open, just in case.
A very
Well,
fine
Juby's at
mist
the
of
front.
sand falls down. Juby, you now have sand in your hair.
That's fine.
Yay!
Juby rushes in.
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as he can squeeze through, he is going through. Which, I mean, he's part UPA and he can go pretty flat.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yukon, hold up!
He is inside as soon as he can be.
Hang on, bird boy.
Alright, through we go, I guess.
Yep.
One of the benefits of being so short, Lynn is also kind of thin. She is-
Igneous is like, I'll keep an eye on him. Slips right in after. 2D time Paper Mario.
Oh, they're gonna be the deaths of us. Okay.
Yeah, for Dakota, Matthias, and Lynn, it's gonna take a couple extra minutes.
Minutes.
How thick are the doors?
Yeah.
Well, you can actually see that now. These things are about 4 feet thick.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Solid rock.
that would have been claustrophobia if someone had tried to UPA through that before now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Alright. Okay.
no, I'm not doing that.
Hmm?
Hey, wait.
Anyhow, Juby and Igni, you're on the other side of the door. Roll me perception.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Do you finally
boy.
perceive things, Bird Boy? Now that you are here?
No.
It'd be fucking hilarious.
I,
Wow.
Darling.
Oh,
It's the
Oh,
fucking sand.
Judy.
Got in
I
your
don't-
eyes.
Yep.
oh my
Neither of
god!
us can see shit.
Yeah.
Christ's sake. Why do we send these two to the fucking door? Why not the three who have really good perception modifiers?
Yeah,
Because
you
these
guys-
two are UPA tunes.
modifier. She just got a nat 1.
You guys
Yeah.
don't get any special kind of first look. You are too busy rubbing sand out of your eyes that the others managed to get through before you managed to get a look at your surroundings. Other characters, please roll your perceptions.
We got it, boss.
Literally the opposite of Iggy's roll.
Incredible.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
2, but 30s. You suck. Y'all suck.
Look,
I mean,
look. Juby and Igni are here to be pretty, and that's their job. They're not here to see things.
Second mouse gets the cheese.
Matthias didn't roll much better.
No,
Matthias at
Matthias,
least got double digits.
Matthias, you're kind of
Yeah.
bringing up the rear, so you don't get a super good look. I'm guessing you probably got stuck behind Dakota.
To be fair, he purposefully fell behind Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he is being out of the way and, not interrupting. He's being good.
Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota
okay,
and
he'll-
Lynn, you step forward and you get through the door when it's finally just wide enough for you to squeeze through. And interestingly, it seems to sense once all of you guys are through because it starts immediately closing behind you.
Don't like that.
That's fine.
You are standing on a bridge. You are standing on a very wide stone and paved bridge. The floor under your feet looks like it may have once been mosaic of some kind, but it's been worn away by sand and by wind over the years. Looking forward, you can see a city. Like, not... Dakota, you particular are experienced with ruins. You know what ruins look like. This is better preserved than any ruin you have ever been to. There are obvious points of major damage, but this is a beautifully preserved find. There are still full standing buildings. You look down the path in front of you and you can almost see where people would have been. You can also hear the rush of water, and looking over the edge of the bridge, running under your feet, is a massive fucking canal. Filled with clean water. It's a little overgrown and a little messy because, again, it's been abandoned for years. But there is a canal that's going under your feet, under the bridge. And looking around, you can both kind of see that, yeah, that canal comes from branches deeper in the city and seems to stretch as far as you can see.
Wow.
Baby doll, you give me the best surprises.
Can we not perhaps call her that? Just
Is that not her title?
no. And it's weird hearing someone call my mum baby doll. That's weird. Don't like that.
Your, uh, your mother.
Don't worry
That's the
about
wrong
that.
accent.
Don't worry about that part. Anyway, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's a long
is
story. Yeah. Yep. It's
I
fine.
mean, you're a Toon, so I'm guessing it's probably some
Yep.
fun family shit.
Yep.
Iggy's like looking back and forth as this conversation goes on. Dakota to Julian tries to Judy, and she doesn't know what's going on anymore. She legitimately thought baby doll was like an official title.
Oh, Iggy, my beloved.
I mean,
No.
it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Anyway, in regards to your objection, she hasn't smoked me yet, so I'm gonna keep calling her that.
Can you just call her Retrospect? That's her name.
I could. I'm not going to. Anyway.
Why?
Wait. Before, and Liddy's kind of stepping in the let's not have a tiff on a bridge.
I mean, Dakota had already dismissed the entire conversation.
Yeah.
He's looking back at the ruins now.
Yeah.
Lynn's very fair to step in because there are definitely ruffled feathers.
Yeah, Lynn was specifically doing it for you, Con, for Juby. Dakota can walk away. Juby's not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn recognizes this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we've been traveling all night. We're gonna need to find a place to settle up. There's water here. We did bring our own just in case. That's all good on that front.
Mm-hmm.
But we're probably gonna. How hot do you think it's gonna get during the day in here? I know deserts. You don't need to state the bleeding obvious on that one. But do we want to get to shelter and then work through the night, or what's the call? What are we calling here?
Well, finding some place to call shelter while we're in here, that would be a good start at the very least. There's frankly quite a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
City like this, probably split in quarters. Residential area, market area. Probably a focus of central worship. Hey, Bird Boy, can you get in a bird's eye view?
He's ignoring you. He's not looking at you right now.
It might be a good idea. Yukon, how are your wings doing right now?
Oh, they're fine.
Want to give it a shot then?
Sure.
All right.
He's petty.
I love it.
I love this petty bird.
Yeah.
My God,
He
Lynn.
will fly up this time, being more careful about the winds now that he knows what to worry about here.
Here's something odd for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't don't feel those heavy winds in here. Like, it's breezy the higher up you get, but you can't feel those heavy winds.
Hmm.
You managed to get, like, a good solid several, like, you get as far above the city as you want to get. And you see a city laid out like this in front of you.
Map time. Map time. Map time. Map time.
You see 4 big quadrants of land. The area directly in front of you seems to be the most densely packed, but it also has the smallest buildings. The area sort of to the... Fuck, I don't remember compass directions. The area on the left of the map.
The west.
West.
Yep.
West.
Never east. Wait, west.
Left. West.
Seems to be a little more industrialized, maybe. You can, like, I don't know how good your eyes are, but you can definitely spot what looks like maybe some mining equipment. Or what might have been some old, like, smelting equipment. On the right side of the map, you can see what looks like the best kept part of the city. Well, second best. To the top side of the map, you can see a lot of green. Like, far away as you are, because you are right by the gate on the opposite side, far away as you are, even as high up as you are, what you can see is there's a lot of green, and it seems to have the fewest houses. And then towards the center, you see a gorgeous building, which you don't know if it's a castle, if it's a temple, if it's some kind of city hall. You don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. It is, even though it clearly has taken some damage from whatever went down here, it is beautiful and sparkling in the sunlight.
Oh, he sees all this. Okay. Well, he has a few ideas of where they want to go. He knows where he wants to go. But he does take a few moments just up in the air beyond looking around to actually take a breath because, oh, it's so nice to not be on the ground. Yeah. And this is where he wanted to go. This is probably a more familiar view to him with his dreams too, so it's like, okay.
And hey, Jubilee, you know how I mentioned it's sunrise?
Yeah.
You can, in a very familiar manner, but stronger than it is in Villestown or Toontown or wherever you're usually talking to her from, you can hear kind of a whisper on the wind in your ear and feel sort of a touch on your shoulder as in the back of your mind a very happy, very playful voice says, "What do you think, B?"
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I'm making it very hard for me to pick where I have to take everyone if we're going to stay somewhere. I want to see it all. That's not fair.
You've got all the time in the world, sweetheart. If you want somewhere to stay, and she will kind of, there will be that sort of ghostly presence guiding him to turn back the way he came. Towards the residential area labeled on the map.
Yeah. All right.
You'll have plenty of time
I have
to
several
explore.
questions. I have several questions for you, Mum. Why does he call you baby doll?
Because he's a funny little man. I don't know. He just started calling me that, and I thought it was silly.
Oh my god.
God.
Okay, I won't fight him yet. Because you said that, but I might. I apologize in advance if I do. I won't regret it. Anyway,
I don't expect you
Good
to,
f-
and I'm
good
not going to
fucking luck.
stop you.
we'll have fun with this. Okay. And with that, he does take a little bit of a roundabout way back down, but he does come back down to the party.
The
Looking
wind does,
in a much
like,
better mood.
the wind does tousle his hair a bit, like, you know, like someone is ruffling his hair as he comes for a landing. It may or may not steal his hat.
Yeah, his hat is in fact away right now, but
It steals
the
his
hood
hood.
probably, yeah, honestly, it probably flips his hood up over his face. Like, you know, when you tug down on someone's hoodie.
Yes.
So he has a moment of wrestling with that. Just, right. Well, there goes any hope of looking serious. Regardless, thank you. I have an idea of where we are. This is Holmes residential. We'll probably find a pretty decent base to set up here. A few other places around that I saw. Central part of the city is of particular interest.
All right. When we find somewhere to rest, I might grab you for a minute so we can draw up a map. That okay?
Right.
Picking fantastic.
Probably worth settling somewhere near the center then.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
We might want to keep our eyes out. I mean, most of the danger was out there, but well, everything's pretty well preserved in here, I guess. So if there's any security in here, we're gonna be
Right.
want to be on our guard. A little.
That would be smart. We'll keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We'll be aces.
And so I think it's a good idea that roll perception question mark?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I am now turning over my city to you guys to explore
Oh,
as you
boy.
like.
Right. Okay.
You tell me where you want to go, and I tell you what happens.
Oh boy.
Right. I think the current goal right now is they're gonna look around the residential area, and anybody can jump in and correct me if I'm wrong. To find a base to camp out probably a little closer to the center. I think that's
Yeah.
what we said.
Yeah.
I think probably one of the bigger rectangles in that inner center part of the residential area would be
Mhm.
the best bet.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a couple of those.
Yeah. Probably find some place that seems more put together than the others to set up, or at least
Mhm.
someplace easier to protect, just
Yeah.
in case who
In-
knows what's in here.
I will say, as they go past, Linney's like, she's short, screw it, she's still gonna do it. She is like checking through windows and that sort of stuff, like as they go along to see what she can see, because this is a new place and a new culture,
Mhm.
alright? She's interested.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Understandable, honestly.
She's
Mhm.
short.
Yeah, Dakota's doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
So he can look at these buildings and know what they're for, and he can become sad by the things he discovers.
Yay!
Lovely. Okay, well, first off, for the style of architecture, right away I can tell you, because it's one of my favorite kinds of architecture.
Mhm.
That's
Because
why we went.
I grew up seeing this kind of architecture, in my history lessons, and I loved it so much.
Mm.
So as you guys are looking around, it is very Adobe styled architecture, like very much
Mhm.
this kind of architecture. But but rather than the perfectly smooth walls, instead you look, and up close, so many of these are just beautifully and artfully carved with patterns of glyphs like the doors out front, or with pictures, little carved images of things like candles, like the gravestones outside, things like birds, like broken chains, and over again, the symbol of Lady Retrospect.
I will say, as just as they're walking by all of these everything, Juby is probably just tracing a hand along the wall. He doesn't understand anything that's written there, but it's like when you're walking along a neat pattern or something and you're like want to touch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just he'll trace things as they go.
Freedom. It's
Oh, wrong channel.
There.
Oopsie doopsies. One moment.
That's
There we go. Aw, oh, this means I get to show you one of my favorite ones.
You just rolled a 20. You didn't roll a d20.
Oh.
rip.
Sorry.
Aw. Man. Okay. Jubilee, not all of these carvings light up under your fingers, but some of them do. Some of them do, and one of the ones that lights up under your fingers, you see carvings of a simplified symbol of a poppy flower.
Oh. Ah. He is absolutely fascinated by the fact that they start glowing at times.
I am
Of
so
course I have
sorry
to
if you
roll
can
this.
hear the dogs barking in the background.
we can't. We're good.
Nope,
Hearing
we're
people.
good.
Keep them rolling.
That is deception right now to hide a thing. He's fine.
Show us your secrets, you bird mother pecker.
It's a poker face check.
Bet.
Yeah.
Get seen, idiot.
Yeah, for all this guy takes himself so seriously, he is like a kid in a candy store where it started out just kind of, he was trying to be more distracted as he was tracing these, and then they started lighting up, and he started paying more attention, and then it's like, I need to touch everything and see what glows. So he's trying to act like he's still distracted, but really it's just like, touch everything. What lights up?
Quite frankly, Igni is also intrigued by things that light up. Do things light up if she touches?
Yes.
Or okay. It has to be noted that despite the fact that the door kind of bit her, she slaps like a hand wholeheartedly on something anyway.
These two are just touching all the parts of the walls they can. Oh my god.
Jubilee's pretending like he's not. Igni is just, yeah, touch,
Igni,
touch.
you find more of that simplified poppy pattern. It seems to be going around the edge of, like, if you look over this low wall that you are running your hand along, you look inside and there are a few dry plants and particularly rosemary bushes that have kind of dried out. And you get the sense of, oh, this was someone's garden.
Aww. Aww.
When he,
Oh, you go.
just thinking like, dried out isn't still pretty well preserved. I have no idea how long dried herbs can sit around for, but I think
Jesus
Igni will
Christ, the
voice
dogs
this
are barking
thought
so loud.
and just, where did everyone go?
Good question, actually.
They died.
When?
Yeah.
And
Your guess, Guzman.
how?
Well,
can't.
the hound gestures back behind them.
And
Well, that was out there.
I will say, because RJ, if I remember right, you rolled pretty well for something earlier.
True.
As Dakota is looking around, he can't. It's not just gesturing back towards where they came from. There are also, like, a lot of these buildings are in really good shape. Some of them are not. Some of them have chunks taken out of them. And as he gestures, Jubilee, you recognize this kind of damage. That is the kind of damage done by explosives. There are places where there are massive holes in these buildings that have been blasted and burned.
Mm-hmm. Cool. He's okay.
Does not seem like the work of what we encountered outside.
No, that's explosives. Who would bring explosives?
So it might have been an attack, an event of that sort of.
Not might have. Was. Those things are machines of war. There's no doubt about it.
No, it lines up with what I saw. But why? If it's a holy city or something, I mean, there was something big in the middle that was fancy and pretty and probably has some very fun shiny things in there. Anyway,
Religious persecution, just didn't like them. Who fucking knows? People fight over the dumbest shit. They'll kill each other for worse.
Mm.
you're
People
not
can
wrong on
be
that.
people can be incredibly cruel to what they don't understand or what they don't like.
Everyone, though. There has to be at least someone, maybe. It can't be everyone, right?
We'll look. We'll look.
Yeah, maybe someone got out or left something behind that we can find.
A good idea. We'll search on that front, all right? We're going to keep our eyes peeled. We're going to see what we can find. These people, these glowing glyphs, all of that stuff, the door, they've got good damn technology and spellcraft. There'll be something here. All right? Have some hope.
Right.
Okay. So, it's peckin' fascinating, these glyphs.
They actually are. It's they not all of them are getting brighter. I want to know why these in particular.
Poppies.
Look, I don't get magic. It's not my shtick. You seem to have an idea of, as I quote, magical peckin' bullshit.
Oh, you switch it around. I go peckin' magical bullshit.
Whatever.
Oh!
Regardless, it's magic. It's nonsense. It's
Says one of the spellcasters of the party.
I have a few skills. I'm proud. But yeah, Matthias, what are you thinking of all this?
Hey, fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Matthias ain't there.
Shit!
What?
Where is he? Where is
Fuck.
he? Where is he? The only reason why I didn't say anything on him was because I didn't want to interrupt others.
If-
He's rolling perception. Where the fuck is
If
he?
he's sneaking off, I want you to roll stealth, please.
Yeah.
I don't think it's specifically sneaking off.
Mm-hmm.
I've directly said Lynn is watching the entire party. You think she's going to lose Matthias after this shit?
Plus, Dakota's got a passive perception of 27, motherfucker.
Okay, well, fun fact. So your stealth, or your perception beats his stealth, but that's still a nat 20.
Oof. Oh my
Matthias.
Not even
god.
high enough to beat it.
Can't
It
help.
can't be high enough. His stealth is only a +2. But he isn't trying to be sneaky. It's more just like he kind of got drawn away. You were looking and he was looking around and then he started moseying. With maybe a bit of purpose.
And he is headed towards the city center, if I am not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You want to stay with the rest of us, lad, or
Matthias?
Huh? What?
Right.
Uh,
Are you good?
Hey.
I'm all right.
I know the idea
And then
was to go that
his gaze kind of draws back towards the center.
Yeah, and you can, like, it's far away, but you can see that same building that Jubilee saw from here. And here's something interesting for you. You can see what looks like the face of a clock carved into the building. Or not carved, stained glass. A window with like 12 sections, like the sections of a clock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has stopped to look at everybody and seems to be like, oh, okay. Kind of shakes himself back to present. It's not a magical thing. It's just
Don't
you
see.
would rather go to the big shiny building in the middle. I am not against making that our base. I think that would be cool. Just my
Let's
personal opinion.
not make our home base a potentially severely religious building. Like, Baby Doll's nice. I don't want to go stepping on her toes.
Well,
Is it really stepping on toes if she's his mom?
it
At
does.
Jubilee.
It's like it does feel a bit like some of us, at least, were called here. Where, if nothing else, that probably counts as an invitation. And I mean, it's not like we're going to be causing active problems in there. I will not be causing active problems in there.
You won't intentionally be calling that.
That's fair.
Okay. What emotion were you getting, Matthias, eh?
He seems to think. I don't know.
That's alright.
Just that I need to go there.
Okay.
Experience. I don't particularly think things through. I just follow my gut. So if your gut is saying go to the center, let's go to the center.
As long as we stay together, alright? It's
Right. Apologies. I didn't mean to.
alright. It's alright. Just
Fine.
something.
I do it all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is for everyone. This isn't calling out one person. This is a big place with a lot of things and people of significance here, alright? It's all good.
Nod.
Igni's gonna start trotting.
Hey, wake up! To be
We've
trapped.
stood still too long.
Igni need action.
Just
like,
imagining Igni doing the fucking Pinkie Pie bouncing.
Yes.
I don't know that one, but I don't know it, and so now I'm having
How
a
fucking dare you?
It's just, Igni's just going boing, 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 boing.
She bouncing.
Let's see if I can get it.
She hopping.
Yeah, she hopping.
Question, is anyone, like, still messing with the glyphs on the walls?
I was about to have Lynn, like, nudge Matthias
Mm.
towards it because I think Matthias deserves nice enrichment.
Mm.
Oh, that's the bouncy. Strange.
Yeah.
I mean, Igni still kind of will, but now it's less. She's less meandering the party, more. We've decided a purpose. She's going.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, who am I rolling d20s for? Because I really have a couple of these I'm excited to show you.
So long as
May as
there's
well
a
go
wall
ahead,
within
yeah.
reach, yeah,
Yeah.
Juby is always touching a wall if he can.
Touch.
Lynn's nudging Matthias too because he deserves enrichment. I don't know about
Okay.
Dakota, but basically everyone. Well, roll away, well, roll away.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Join the
Just-
wall touching.
Just behind everyone. Gentle trail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. 17. You who wants the 17?
Shoves Matthias at it.
Yeah, I see Matthias gets it.
Okay.
Matthias, you are you're kind of nudged by Lynn, and you like hold your hand out and tap one of the walls, and under your hand just a pattern of carved stars lights up. Like somebody like it's kind of along the back wall of a building, and you get the impression of, oh, somebody spent hours out here carving this map of the stars.
Mm-hmm. He actually pauses to like take it all in.
It's really
And
pretty.
yeah.
Like all the stars are labeled in different colors, and like there's different constellations drawn out in different colors. It's really pretty.
Oh, stars and stones. Wow.
Let's see.
He's just staring for a minute.
Mhm.
Can I roll stealth for something?
Absolutely.
Oh. Lynn is pulling out the camera that she got earlier because A, this is going to be important to document, and B, look at him.
He's
See in
starry-eyed.
face.
Yeah.
Dum.
So she is documenting what's here. She's trying to do it in a way that is mindful, I guess is the correct word. Like being respectful. It's not tourist snapshots. It is genuinely trying to document. However, she does absolutely, get the shot of Matthias because how could she not?
That
See
one's
him
going in the
face.
scrapbook.
Exactly, 23.
Yeah,
Yeah. That does not beat Matthias's perception, passive, but it,
to be fair, his passive is kind of being absorbed by shiny wall.
it is.
Exactly. That's what she's acting on.
That being said, who wants the 19 roll?
Dakota, I'm looking at you, seeing as this is this is retrospect stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
High rolls go to the good people who actually have this shit.
And before Ikini gets in that 20.
Dakota, you tap one of the walls, like you're kind of running your hand along the wall as well, and your finger kind of catches on the edge of a doorway, and it lights up with like two carved symbols of candles on either side of the door. And in Requiem, over the door is inscribed "Welcome."
I'm having
Just quiet.
emotions, guys.
Just to quit.
What's it
'Cause
say?
no one else can read that, I'm assuming.
No one
Yeah.
else can read that. Dakota has had to research for many years to learn how to read that.
Yep.
That is a
Yeah, he
dead
just goes-
language.
He just says, well,
Fascinating.
Certainly one way to, well, welcome someone into your home or store, whatever this was.
um,
Okay, this
Give it
needs to
to
go to
Iggy.
Igni
Give it
because
to
we
Iggy.
made the
Give
joke.
it to Iggy.
Yeah, we made
Oh
the
my
joke. It's got to go to Igni.
This one's my favorite carving, are we sure?
Yes.
We made the
Go
joke.
for it.
Yes.
Igni's been through shit. Igni got hit by a krill. Igni got burned by the biting door.
You know what?
Igni's
Yeah.
Fair.
She's got to be noted, pretty singularly unbothered by most of those happenings. It's just kind of like, yeah.
I
But-
know. It still deserves nice.
Igni, as you're walking by one of the houses, you kind of like let your hand fall more by your side, but it still bumps against the wall. And it lights up a much clumsier carving, very, very simple compared to some of the other carvings you've seen. But it's 2 taller figures, 3 sort of medium-sized figure, and 1 little figure with very like clumsily scratched out rosemary drawn around them and poppies underneath them.
Yeah, she's actually pausing in her quote unquote mission, get to center of city. Pausing just fully take that in because I mean, yes, they were talking about this was a city and no one's here now and something happened and they're all gone or dead, but you know, it's one thing to logically know, another to see like, you know, life, family. A kid probably scrawled this.
Yeah, it very much does look like a child's drawing.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm chill. I'm having emotions. I could. Oof. It is hard to figure out how Bird Boy's doing, but he's in a way. He's doing.
He is certainly doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll that again because I don't want to give the same one twice.
Igni, do you mind if I take a picture of it?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Will step out of the way.
Mm-hmm. And Lynn does take the picture, especially as this is a way to preserve those who are gone. You remember them by documenting. Mm-hmm.
Preservation is important, I'm told.
Indeed.
Bless.
He's to
It's my last work.
admirable.
But then things do change. It's inevitable. Nothing stays static and everything does shift. And sometimes things are lost. It's just the way it is.
True. There's plenty of important lessons from that history. You can preserve. It's worth making the attempt.
Indeed. This place, the technology, the culture, and that sort of stuff. learning about it, seeing what's there. I don't say go incorporating it. That might be disrespectful. I don't know, but this is stunning.
I mean, hell, this is yours culture. And he gestures at Juby and Matthias.
Indeed.
Bird boy, give me words. Hello? Juby?
No, no
managed
words.
to stun Juby into silence. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Juby handshake Igni for I'm thinking of
Yeah.
a lot of things and I don't have the words for them.
Yeah.
Stop the fucking presses.
Yeah, he is just silent.
Damn.
Lynn or Jubilee, who wants the 3 roll?
I'll take the 3. 3's a good number.
It is a good number. And Juby, you guys do have to walk through. There's this sort of green area, almost like a little park near the opening of the city. You do have to walk through there to get further in. And you pause because there's basically a pillar of stone sticking out of the ground in that green area.
Mhm.
And when you touch it, it lights up with a bunch of that writing that you don't know the language of, but also with a carving of a figure with a very familiar smile.
Hey, Professor What's-Your-Face. What's this say?
He will mosey on over to go take a look.
And it reads... God, I forgot what I had written for this shit.
That's you.
Pat, pat.
God, I'm sorry. I'm blanking.
It's
One
okay.
minute.
It's
Good,
okay.
you're all good. Take a second.
I'm going
Seriously,
to
take
Oh, my foot.
I'm going to improv something that has the general message of what I wanted. It won't be as perfectly flowing as what I wanted, but that's fine.
Mm.
Because I
is.
can't find where I wrote it. So the funny thing about Requiem is essentially its grammar rules, which it isn't written the way Common is written. Common, it's written like, well, in this world, it's written like English. Requiem, it's written in an almost circular way. You have main ideas and then concepts applied to them. And this figure of Lady Retrospect that has been carved into this pillar is surrounded by concepts like beacon, like hope, like renewal, like savior. It's guidance and wisdom and freedom. It's broken chains and fleeing into the light that she gives you. It is second chances. It is a life made your own. And essentially, it's the way to translate it would be that we are given all of these things by our goddess. May all who need them find home and safety here and be guided by her.
Now imagine all of that, but said in a really shitty southern accent.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
So y'all know what the language is called now, by the way.
Yeah. I think as that goes on, as that is said and described, Juby's wings kind of sink a little bit behind him, and he doesn't look away from the pillar and the image carved there. But his brows are furrowed, and he's thinking real hard on it. He's still puzzled. He doesn't. It's not that he looks angry or upset. It's confused. Very confused.
You got an idea percolating that brain of yours?
No questions more than anything. I'd like to find some answers, honestly. But yeah, we have a reason for being here. This place is seen again. It needed to be seen again, if anything. But I just why would you go after something like this? Someone like this, these people, I don't know them. I don't know any of them. I know my own story. I know what she did for me. Why, if she did that for these people, for this city, why would those things out there, why would they send those and bring all of this? Why did this place have to die? Why would someone think this place had to die? It doesn't make any sense.
It's still here, despite everything. It doesn't have to stay dead.
No. This place, the city itself, these stones, they should be left.
The concept, the spirit of the thing. It's.
I don't know you, Yukon. I don't know your story, but if this place was inhabited by the kinds of people that I think it was, then I think there might be your answer.
What do you mean?
Well, if this place was a sanctuary for people seeking refuge, the people they were seeking it from certainly wouldn't want to keep it alive.
Oh, shit. Okay, buddy. All right.
Is that
Of
another
course.
mistake?
He's projecting. This is fine. Juby, why are you like this? You are thinking too much. He's fine. He's been rolling really good on these. Thank God. Okay.
He's gonna
I'm sorry,
break
this is-
eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we've
this
got
is hitting
time.
on
It's
a
just
lot
a
of
little
his
bit of
backstory stuff.
projection. It's fine.
This is what he does. This is really what he does. This is hitting on a lot of things with him, but he's just he doesn't even try to hide it. There is a very, very toony shine that goes across his glasses, and you could almost think that the shade tints a little more red. It's weird. It's still pretty pink. But there is just a look, and then he lifts his hand off of the pillar to let it start to fade, and keeps walking again.
Hmm.
All right. Shall we do the last roll for the last glyph?
Last
Yep.
one.
Certainly.
Yeehaw.
7. Have I rolled 7
Whoop.
yet?
I don't
No.
think so.
You've rolled
Nope.
17, but you haven't rolled 7.
No.
Yeah. Okay. 7. What was 7? Right. Um that one's another special one actually. This one
Ooh.
doesn't come until later. Like this is right before you guys actually hit the bridge that will take you to the center of the city. Like you cross over one smaller bridge that takes you into what seems to be more of a shopping district type area.
Hmm.
Like a public marketplace, maybe it might have been. You're not sure. But as you step onto the bridge, Lynn, you don't even touch this one with your hands. Your foot just kind of comes down on one of these symbols, and it lights up with a pattern of golden hourglasses tracing through the broken mosaic tiles on this bridge.
Oh.
Whoa. Holy pig.
It's a pattern of hourglasses and stars and suns. The sun actually seems to be a pretty big image here. Because on either side of the hourglass in every single one of these patterns, there is a sun. Rising on one side, setting on the other.
Golden hour.
Mm-hmm.
On the nose, maybe though.
Dakota, a wind kind of comes up from behind you and knocks against your hat.
Hmm.
Somewhere that you can't hear, someone is pouting and saying, "Be nice."
It's
They put effort into
stunning.
it.
So the hourglasses, they look like they make a path, right?
Mm-hmm. They are leading across the bridge into the center of the city.
So if someone wanted to basically hopscotch, just stepping only on the hourglasses, they could, right?
They absolutely could.
Yeah. Bird Boy does that.
Hop,
Mhm.
hop, hop.
Yeah.
Hop, hop, hop.
Nice.
Happy bird hops.
Happy bird hop. Oh my god, it's bird hops.
Yes.
Or like bounce from one foot to the other to jump across a little bit longer to skip one and stuff like that as he's going across.
God.
Mhm.
And Lynn's the only one who gets to understand this. 'Cause she's the only one who's fucking comprehend languages at the moment.
Yeah.
Dakota mutters in abyssal. Reminds me of my.
I didn't catch that, sorry.
He muttered, reminds me of my grandkids.
Adds new info tidbit to my running Dakota file. It's very short.
I'm gonna make you feel emotions about this old man, I swear to God.
We love this old man.
We love this old man and the slow story we're unraveling from him.
Mhm.
He's so wonderful. He's so beloved.
It's Lynn's not gonna say anything because she doesn't think it's appropriate to say anything, but her ear does twitch. She is taking more pictures. Like for everything that we've seen, Lynn will have taken a picture, even if I didn't directly say it, because I'm not
Mhm.
ruining moments. God.
Gonna run on a film eventually.
I brought a lot. I'm used to not quite excursions like this, but I know how to conserve. What about you? Is it all memory for you? Or do you sketch? What's your cup of tea?
I've sketched.
Hmm. A lot of places?
He just reaches up and taps the side of his nose.
Alright. Keep your secrets for now, eh? And she does actually smile at that, and then she's back to doing her own thing. Alright. So, how far are we going in? All the way, or are we gonna step up shop? As again, we did go through all of the night. If we wanna, we can push for the last part, or we can find a nice place. What are we thinking?
I rested before we left, so I'm fine for a while.
Not
But I
the
can
first
go
all
much
nighter
further
I've
than
pulled.
I can go much further than most can anyway.
That. How's that, eh? Natural endurance?
Something like that.
Neat.
What about you other two? Igni and Matthias.
Oh, uh, if it if y'all need to rest, we can. Oh, we can stop. It's all right.
And
I
Lynn?
defer to the group.
I'm
And
so
Lynn?
sorry. He is in non-conflict. Like he's not going to make a. I'm sorry.
Matthias is non-confrontational. Igni is simply fucking easygoing,
Right.
vague shit.
Mhm.
And Lynn would like to roll insight on Matthias because he's easy to read and figure out
He is
if
so
he-
fucking easy.
exactly.
You
And
could roll insight on Igni if you liked
You know
as well.
what?
She's less easy to read.
I'm gonna roll it on both of you, and I'm going to figure out stuff because I swear to God. Okay, yay!
Igni's also going to actively roll like
19 plus
deception, I
insight.
guess, for general poker face.
19 plus 6 for Igni.
If you wanted just a general poker face, you could use the passive deception, which would be 10 plus the modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
14 plus 6 for Matthias.
Yeah, you know. Changeling want chapel. Changeling want church.
Take me to church.
Take me to church.
No!
Please
I'm a dog.
don't.
You're
Please
a dog.
don't. I've heard
There's a
that.
knife. Hideo
No.
Kojima is there.
I've heard that song so many times at work. I hear it in my nightmares.
Oh boy.
Alright.
If I have to hear
Lynn?
"Take Me to Church" one more time, I'm gonna fucking snap.
Okay. Lynn is gonna take stock of that. Igni hasn't done the poker face, or has. What's Igni's poker face?
I mean, may as well just go with the passive thing, which would be a 14, so a 25 handily beats that.
Yeah.
Igni, it seems, genuinely does not have a preference one way or the other, or stop now or stop later. What Lynn can read off is that Igni, anyways, it's not that Igni's quite uncomfortable, but the conversation topics have been giving her big thoughts she normally doesn't exert energy towards, and it's all this talk of conservation and preservation. It's actually making her uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Lynn's gonna think on that. And she does think the best thing to do is probably push to the main structure just to get somewhere, because then they'll be able to rest afterwards. And so there will be a kind of chapter divide between everything that's happened so far. She thinks that might be helpful for Igni, and it's helpful for the goals of gotta get there, Juby and Matthias. Me want home.
Mm-hmm.
So after a minute, like she does take a minute as they're going, just as though it isn't a she's checking people out. It is just her. It seems as though she's tallying her thoughts and then just goes, alright, carry on going, get there, minor checkout, and then we're probably going to want to set up watch and that sort of thing.
I can handle watch.
Alone?
We'll have. It's always better to have at least another person on.
Yeah, no, obviously. But
Yes.
y'all take shifts, and I'll handle the second post.
All right. Thank you.
So towards the church they go.
Yep.
Towards the temple you guys go.
Mhm.
So,
We're off on a new adventure, la la.
roll me perception.
As I say, Matthias is doing his best to not get ahead of everybody, but oh, it hard.
Is he one of the slower members of the party?
He is purposefully staying behind everybody, but now it's very obvious he's getting eager because he keeps catching up and then falling behind.
I meant in terms of like actual mechanical speed, but
Oh, in mechanical speed, he's got 30 feet.
Yeah.
so yeah, one of the slower members of the party.
Yes.
Can I ask? This is to Hex. If Lynn, I know Lynn purposefully keeping on minding Matthias is a bad idea. Because he wants to go fast, if she happened to have it so he was next to her, would that work? Because if he actively wants to go fast and get here, but he doesn't want to, we don't want him lagging behind.
It would only work in the sense of if Lynn basically just said, made a direct, follow me, otherwise he's staying with the group. It's just he's at the back.
Fair point, and we don't want to. She doesn't want to trigger him more than he already has today.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
He actively doesn't want to come across as a new master figure, so she's not going to do anything.
He'll be okay. He just needs, it's fine.
Lynn has a plan for helping. She's got a thought that might help later on.
Yeah.
It takes time and after food.
Surprise tool that'll help us later.
Ha ha ha.
That he's perceiving.
I just saw the carving. I'm sorry. It's
Aww. That's cute.
adorable. I want to hold it.
That is cute.
It's so precious.
It's my favorite. It's the one that was the strongest in my head.
I'm
Yeah.
going to do something with that later on. I have urge.
So, perception rolls. Do we have them?
Yeah.
down
Yeah, I believe so.
except for Bird Boy.
Give us
Yeah.
the lore.
So, you guys... oh, I hate to continue to be mean.
Do it.
Mhm.
Be mean.
You guys make it to the end of the bridge, and you kind of couldn't see it at first because there were these buildings flanking either side of the entrance, and there was an archway over them. But as you step through that archway at the end of the bridge, you come into a plaza, and it's a wreck. It looks like one of those explosions, whatever was doing it, went off right in the middle of this plaza. It is charred stone and broken tiles on the floor. There was a fountain once. You can see the sort of remnants of it scattered around, but all that's left in the middle where it once is just a crater.
Yeah.
The glass has been blown out of all the windows here.
Oh.
Dakota just quietly reaches up and rubs his eye.
There's a sharp inhale of breath from Jubilee.
And I actually have to roll something.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Two.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Judging by the oh dear, I'm gonna guess not.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4 on a D5. I'm gonna guess that's looking at Igni.
Igni, you're
Hi.
you're walking into this plaza with everyone else, this ruined plaza, and are you wearing boots?
No. Igni, the only item that Igni like is wearing on her that just, I mean, her cape, her color is part of her design. There's only a bracelet, nothing else. Functionally, she is barefoot.
Okay. So
Incredible.
your foot hits against something and it goes skittering across the broken pavement with a sound like glass against stone.
Oh, that's a danger sense. Oh, the
Oops.
hairs on Matthias's neck are standing on end.
Yep. Head whipping
What was
around.
that?
Or what was that?
Mm-hmm.
And going with the earlier perception rules, you guys all see this. Igni's foot had kind of hit against this little faceted diamond shaped piece of glass? Maybe glass?
Hmm.
Can I make
That's weird.
Dakota, you.
maybe
Does
history check to identify what it is?
Mhm.
Yes.
does it seem like it is a complete piece and not like
Yes.
it does? Okay, so it is okay.
It's faceted like a gemstone.
Okay.
Where's my mini dice? There, that one is. Okay.
I have I'm gonna let
Great, but 25.
Oh.
You've been investigating Requiem culture for a while, Dakota. You recognize this. You've actually encountered a couple of these. You've never seen one in such a good quality state. Most of them are cracked and broken. This one is whole. They're a certain kind of crystal that reacts with magic. You've never been able to find one in a good enough condition to find out what they do.
Just gonna go over and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at Matthias and go, can you summon that fire again?
Yeah. And he'll cup his hands and, thaumaturgy some fire.
Just gonna hold the crystal up to it.
Yeah.
And it's like a projection spreading out from the crystal and encompassing the entire plaza. It shows the plaza as it once was, everything perfectly repaired, everything, happy and bright and put together. It's a busy market day. There's a bakery that's open that's selling bread, and people are coming and taking some and gossiping with the baker. There's a flower stand with, of course, abundant poppy flowers. There are children laughing and racing each other around the fountain. And you, at the center of it all, standing in front of the fountain, there is a young man who looks sort of towards what you can only assume to be where the crystal was when this memory was captured, with sort of a nervous little smile. And then his eyes dart over to another figure, another young man, standing with his back to him towards the flower stand. And the young man takes a deep breath and whistles. And it's a pretty song. And I'm not able to sing it because copyright. But he whistles a few notes and it gets this other man's attention as he comes up to him and starts to sing. And you don't, well, all of you but Dakota don't understand the words. Dakota, you recognize this for what it is. It's a marriage proposal. As he kneels behind this person who turns around and looks at him with this stunned look in their eyes. And when he falters, they pick up the song with him. And then they're singing together, dancing together, laughing as they sing and dance and twirl around the plaza, around the fountain. And finally sort of fall into a sitting position on the fountain's edge, hugging each other. And the one who had started the song asks flat out, "Will you marry me?" And the other says, "Yes." And they kiss, and the memory fades.
Can I have that?
Holds it out.
Yeah, Juby, takes it almost haltingly and carefully, a bit. He does have, he has prestidigitation and carefully, in his hands, creates just some sparks that float as embers just to see if he can start the crystal again, just to know if he could see this memory again. Or if it has to be whatever spell Matthias cast.
It plays again.
Yeah, he stops it partway through as soon as he knows that it plays and carefully, tucks that into his cloak, up into his hammer space to keep. Yeah.
It was a marriage proposal.
Yeah. This place was alive. This place was alive.
It always gets hard, don't it? When you realize that you're looking into a new leg.
I know what it's like to see the ruins of something, of a place where people used to be. It's one thing to see the destruction, it's another entirely to see what it was like before and to know that there is nothing you can do to bring it back.
It's archaeology.
What a tragic profession.
Just kind of shrug slightly, yeah,
Yeah.
that's one way to say it.
Yeah. Yep, he's good. Him good. He's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Juby's gonna linger here a little bit once people start moving. But he'll follow the party. It's just this is, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I tell you guys, Igni's like actively biting her tongue.
Oh.
Mm?
She has been for a long time. But the thing is, she also has good insight and knows that the stuff she's thinking wouldn't necessarily go over well, so she's just lip shut.
Oh, honey.
I think Igni and Dakota should talk. I think that would be fun.
I
Yeah.
think that
Oh,
would be
boy.
very funny, RJ.
I mean, we've got a long rest shifts coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We all get our time with Dakota.
Oh my god.
We all get our life-changing experiences with Dakota.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
the life-changing field trip with Dakota.
Yeah.
Don't
Mom said
die.
it's my turn with the Dakota.
Hey, golly.
God.
Also, shout out to Whirl. Thanks for the emotions.
Yeah.
Yo,
Brilliant at
welcome.
painting word pictures, homie.
Listen,
Beautiful.
that one. I'm so happy that I actually managed to roll for you guys to find that one, because that one was one of my favorites.
Yay!
Nice.
We love to see it. It's beautiful. I know exactly the song it was, and I'm emotions.
I do not, so if you have a link, I would grant that to you.
If
The
it's what I think it is,
Same.
just my heart.
the song was For the Dancing and the Dreaming.
Yes.
Yeah, that would do it.
God.
The song
Bye
was
bye.
for the song was For the Dancing and the Dreaming, because that is my favorite love song ever. Nothing will
That is
ever
a-
take it from that spot.
Fucking chunky URL there, everyone.
Oh my god.
Decided to be a part.
That's like 3 URLs in one.
Methinks you linked to the Google search and not whatever YouTube you think you were
Yeah.
looking for.
So you know what? Fuck it. That's what you're getting. You're getting chunky and you're like it.
Christ.
Whoa, 3 lines of indecipherable text be upon ye.
It could be what? It could be the one
I mean,
time.
the funny thing is I can probably pull the YouTube URL from that.
Yay.
Yeah, true.
Anyhow,
See? Fantastic. Congrats.
here is a quick little sketch of what the crystal you guys picked up looks like.
Adorable.
It's small. It's about the size of like the palm of your hand.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Anyone can hold it, even a child.
Mm-hmm.
Child-sized.
That made me.
And I'm going to say, from there, from the plaza, you guys head forward, head towards the temple, and we are going to take a quick 10-minute break, and we will reconvene afterwards.
Hey,
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some ice cream, fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, ice cream!
I'm gonna go.
can I
grab
have some?
I'm gonna go grab a fucking fresh can of Waterloo because I ran out.
RJ, can I have some ice cream? RJ,
Wait, hang on, I need to check if there's soya in it, but for cracking, the sound of vanilla ice cream hits the receiver.
I catch it perfectly in my mouth.
Get brain
I
freeze.
instantly
idiot.
get brain freeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm high-fiving you.
I'm just imagining that one raccoon with the ice cream lolly. That one gif.
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna go get more water.
Yeah, gonna get water. Gonna probably get a snack. Be right back.
Okay, I am back.
Yay! Welcome back. We love you.
I love you too. I am back. I have strawberry flavored Waterloo this time. Instead of lime, which is what I had at the beginning. Now I'm on strawberry.
Yay! All of my joints, except for the one joint I want to pop, are popping.
I love you, but maybe the answer here is stop popping your fucking joints.
Most of them are doing it without me wanting to. I just have to move and they do it. I just want this single one to pop. This lone one right there. Me. Pop.
Crunchy.
Okay, good. There's no soya in this. V-Wild, vanilla ice cream slaps against the receiver.
Woo!
Tasty.
I'm putting honey on mine.
Woo! Oh god, I got buttercup.
And help, I have so many emotions over this city. I'm dying.
How are we doing?
We're doing great. We're
Oh,
thriving.
I'm good.
I am fantastic. I love this. In character, Juby is having thoughts. He is on a roller coaster.
I already sent you my main where in DM's world, so
You guys haven't even. Oh
No,
shit!
we
I'm gonna
haven't.
get to introduce her this game. Oh,
hell
Yay.
yeah.
I'm gonna get to introduce. I'm gonna get to introduce my one NPC.
Haha, one.
One.
My singular NPC.
We had hope. We had hope there was one, and one there shall be.
But how are we
Yeah.
feeling so far? How have I been doing? Please feel free to scream at
Oh
me.
my god.
A plus. Gold
Yeah.
star.
This is
This
great,
is-
and I'm emotions.
Yeah. Handshake.
Even better than the honey that is rapidly turning to taffy on my ice cream.
Ooh, that-
Just
Happy
this
bounce.
place is so good.
Well, it's
It's
brilliant.
with
It's so
light
fun.
and everything.
We are really enjoying this. Like, straight up, we are really enjoying this.
Yes, 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 yes.
Happy bounce. Happy excite bounce.
Yes, yes, yes.
We never want it to end. It's so much fun.
Having a desert too.
Happy excitement bounce.
Again, I've got a mega mix of music on in the background, and the moment we got to investigating the door, Frantic Factory from Donkey Kong 64 started playing, so I just had that looking for a while.
Oh
and
my
then we
god.
got in, so I let it end and go into the next song. It started playing fucking Masterpiece by CG5, which is also the vibe. So I've just been playing that on loop instead.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Brilliant.
If you want music vibes for this game, either the Sky soundtrack or the Journey soundtrack are what I've listened to.
Austin Wintory, my beloved.
Austin Wintory. My
Hand to God.
fucking god. I love Austin Wintry's compositions. They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good.
They really are.
Old friend, this is the end for us. For this November is
That
blood
was
now.
probably lost one of my joys
Waiting
that I wanted to pop. Now the time
confused
for second
and
place.
full of fear. There must be another story. I'm sure we would all like to hear.
God, I don't know if you guys can get this kind of soda wherever the hell you all are, but if you can and you like sparkling water, I highly recommend it. There's this soda called Waterloo where I live. And it's what my parents have been getting me when I ask for sparkling water, because I'm a weirdo who drinks straight sparkling water.
And we love you. Next question.
Fair and valid.
And basically, like, the cool thing about them is their flavors are seasonal.
Woo.
Like, their sodas come in big boxes with, like, big, like, flats of, you know, several sodas each. And it'll have, like, 3 flavors in each box. And depending on what season it is what flavors you'll have. Like, in autumn, they've got, like, cranberry and apple and I think blackberry. Right now, I've got black cherry and strawberry and lemon lime.
Ooh, nice.
Very, very best.
Nice.
Very best.
Are we all back?
I'm
Looks like.
Fucking tragic. There's nowhere near me that sells it. I can order it online.
I'll be there in just a second. I'm just cracking up in the pain meds.
Fair enough. How much longer do you
Fucking
guys think?
tragic. It might just...
How are you guys feeling? How much longer do you think you can go? Because I've got a lot of content, and the one bad thing about this game is I don't know where to put game breaks. So if you don't stop me, I will go for several hours because I am hyper focused as shit on this.
Okay. When do you have to stop for the evening? Because you have commitment of food.
I do not. Remember, I have some that's going to be saved for me.
And I know it just helps gauge time. I don't.
I mean, it's the latest for you and RJ. I'll be good to go for a bit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also good to go
I'm
for a
having
while.
a fucking blast.
It is
Like,
only
straight up.
4:39 for
Sitting
me.
here with Igni thinking thoughts.
Oh boy.
You're saying it's the latest for us, but you're also aware of the fact that we're both insomniacs. So
Yeah. Straight up, I accidentally fell asleep reading my favorite geography book earlier, so I can go for a while.
Look, my brain is
Oops.
saying another 2 hours, but that probably isn't good.
Okay.
I'm
But
down.
that-
Like aim
Down for that.
Yeah, that
You know,
goes
we check in on ourselves again in like an hour and a half, see what our levels are.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
Fair enough.
Probably gonna. If we could check in an hour, that'd probably be good because I want to know what my pain levels are then.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours is real easy for me.
All right,
cool.
aye, aye, Captain. Let's go back into the Imaginosphere.
Hey.
So,
Yeehaw.
you guys leave the destroyed plaza, and as you do, you kind of venture past, and it does seem like this heart of the city was the site of the most damaged. This was what was being attacked. But you come up to this absolutely beautiful temple. It's not in pristine condition. The panes of its stained glass windows are cracked. Some of them are missing. A lot of the mosaics that were in its walls have been pretty thoroughly sledgehammered to peck.
Mm.
A lot of the carvings have clearly been like slashed at with axes and swords. Somebody went through effort to destroy the beauty of this thing, but it still stands and it is still beautiful. Smooth white stone or not white, actually, it would be brown. Smooth brown stone and windows in every shade of gold and orange and yellow imaginable. And the doorway stands open. And as you approach, you actually hear sounds from inside. Not quite church
Uh-oh.
bells, not quite wind chimes, something between the two.
Dakota will
Taking a
sign
peek.
yeah, Dakota will sign that maybe we should be a little bit stealthy.
Yeah.
Lynn straight up did put her hand up in the hold position and was looking to Dakota because she's seen he's stealthy from when they first met. He knows
Yeah.
good vantage points and stuff. And also he knows the history of this sort of thing. So she's basically looking to him to look or see if he knows what this could be.
That's a good question. Does he know what this could be?
Roll history. This one's gonna be a pretty high DC, not gonna lie.
Does he want a D6?
No, he'll be alright.
Okay.
He's got his own things that he can add. 28?
Yeah, no.
Damn.
Oh.
Hmm.
Shakes his head.
Regardless, that's some of the first sound they've heard that hasn't been them
Mm-hmm.
in here. So Juby is sus, and he will be being stealthy, with quietly summoning a bow of golden light into his hand.
This is... How to word? It's a noise that we can hear. Is there any way of figuring out whether it could be hostile? Like, vibe check, basically, I guess is the right word.
One of my personal table rules is I allow insight rolls for vibe checks.
Okay, cool. May I make one, please?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Holy shit balls, okay!
Oh?
Nat 20! Nat 20!
Hey,
Holy shit, Lynn.
Nat 20 plus 6.
Holy
Lynn
shit.
wishes
Lynn.
to perceive the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
This is part of Lynn's job on, like, when she does trafficking and that sort of stuff, of figure out the vibes of a place before you go bursting in.
It actually doesn't feel dangerous. The bells you hear, the sounds, the chiming, it sounds like, well, ceremonial bells. It doesn't seem to be an announcement of your arrival. With a nat 20, you can tell that it's not for you. This just sort of goes on every day.
Matthias has been vibrating since he heard the bells.
Hmm.
Does everyone here know sign? Has that been established or not?
I mean, Dakota did just sign, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lynn is gonna sign, like, basically what she just learned there, that it doesn't feel hostile, that it feels just every day, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
If anyone looks confused, she will cast message to them. But basically, exactly what Wells said, only in Lynn accent.
Mm-hmm. What type of magic is message? Is it enchantment or is it?
think it's divination.
Cool, because Matthias
Oh
looks
no,
confused.
it's transmutation.
It is transmutation? Okay, cool. Yeah, Matthias does look confused.
Matthias gets messaged.
Yep.
Yeah, Matthias
Mhm.
will be getting the correct message on that one to
Mhm.
convey it. She's going to teach him sign at some stage.
We'll get there.
Yep.
One thing at a time.
It'll be down the line, and hey, it's a good bonding experience.
Yep.
Mm.
With
Well, yeah.
with
Go
that
on.
in mind, it doesn't. I think it might be safe to approach. We don't know what this is. If need be, we get the hell out. All right.
Mhm.
Let's have a look. See, stealthily, please.
On it.
I'm sorry, Lynn. Matthias is vibrating. He's gonna try to be stealthy, but
Lynn will hand you the best inspiration.
Rude.
it's
The
not
dice
gonna
are
be
bullying
enough.
him.
Bird boy.
The
Christ.
dice are bullying him.
Just a bit.
Oh, you think that? Hang on.
Yeah, you got a shit modifier though. He's got a plus 12. He should
Yeah,
be good at
that's
this.
fair.
Yeah.
What is your
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
That's what I thought.
god.
Shout outs to Agni rolling stealth.
Give me
Well, Sleth even.
Please.
Sleep.
Get sleeked.
Sleeth, idiot.
Mhm.
So that is a 15, a 25, a 22, a 4, and a 19.
Yep.
Okay. All of you except Matthias, you
Yeah.
get in fine. Matthias, you just kind of walk right in.
He tried stealthy. He's vibrating. He won't go in.
Mhm.
We love
You
him.
guys come in, and the first thing you see is a very large statue. I haven't drawn the statue, but I have drawn what she looks like.
Yeah,
I know.
there's where the 3 is coming from. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Gosh, fuck, where did I put the picture? Does anyone have my picture?
You have it in Archan. You have it in Archan. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because I absolutely gushed over it.
Yeah. Might also be somewhere in our DMs if it's what I think it is. I can scroll up and find it if you want.
Yes, please, because I can't find it.
I will.
We're on it for you. We love you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Noodle, my doodle.
Ah.
You're
Noodle,
welcome.
noodle on ravioli.
So,
Mhm.
there is a statue in the middle of the room on sort of a raised dais of a woman in a veil and loose-fitting trousers and rows of jewelry that look like those gravestones from outside. There's a halo over her head and a smile on her face. She sits on not a throne so much as just she almost looks as though she's sitting on a box, holding in one hand a bowl of some sort from which several long, pretty ribbons or scarves, you're not quite sure, hang and flutter in the breeze that whirls around this space. and in the other hand, a large sword in the shape of a clock's hand. Her face is mostly hidden by her veil, but the lower half of her face is a kind, playful smile. And kneeling at the base of this statue, at the base of this dais, is a figure. A figure seemingly made of those same scarves. And as you step in, you can hear murmurs in Requiem in that same language that you saw in that projected memory that sound like prayers or maybe like singing. And there's the faint smell of fire as candles are lit.
Matthias does not see the figure. He sees the statue, and he sinks to his knees. And if anyone listens, they can hear it sounds like stilted prayer.
Man. Oh god. I know Juby freezes once he gets in. He freezes for a totally different reason. Hey, Whirl, I have a question. Because I did bring this up with you in our DMs. Does Juby need to roll a con save?
I'm gonna say no.
Because of what this hits on? Okay.
I'm gonna say no for this specific thing.
Okay.
Like, I know we discussed it in DMs, and I know it wouldn't break him, but the dice are bullying you.
Yeah, they are.
I really don't want to give them more fodder. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is, oh, thank God he doesn't need to roll that.
I'm gonna...
Look at the commentary zone.
Yeah, Hex.
No, this is totally different.
No, I know. That's why I didn't voice it. I kept it there.
We're good.
I'm not reading the rules. I'm not reading the
Don't worry
commentary
about it.
zone. What is being said?
Don't worry about it.
Con save for titties.
No, Wiz say for titty.
Wiz say for what Dakota's about to say, but he
Oh,
listens
boy.
quietly and goes, "Good to see you, baby doll."
Aww.
No, he's out of it. He's out of it. He misses that. Knowing what I know with him, he is
Cody, you're gonna get like physically attacked by the end of this.
Oh, probably. They
Good.
can try. They're gonna fail, but
Oh joy, I love when you're stupid, my bird.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't freeze much longer. Once that hits, he's getting closer to get a better look at the statue. And he's that's still 15 stealth. That's a natural 3 on the dice for him. He's trying to be quiet. Probably decently quiet just because naturally he's not flunking around all over the place. But he's not actively hiding because statue. That's mom. That's for something weird here is that's mom more than just retro. It's weird, but it is, but it isn't, but it's he needs to see this and what is this?
How's Igni doing?
It certainly is a statue. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. And it's clearly having an effect on people.
Mm-hmm.
Rip to them, but Igni's different.
Yeah.
It's like,
has ripped to Igni, but we're different.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mostly she's just cataloging like, okay, so this is the baby doll. And the mom.
Mom.
God, I love you, Igni. I love you so much.
Yeah.
I would kill a man for Igni. I hope you know.
Igni, ask me to commit murder for you, please.
Please don't. We can't deal with the paperwork right now after the last incident.
Oh,
You're
I've
gonna
never done
kill
a
a
paperwork
man,
in my
make it.
life. Murder away.
Hey, anyway.
You're gonna kill a man. You make it Dakota. It'll be fun.
That's concerning and intriguing. It's
Hee-hoo.
You would say that, you cryptic motherfucker.
Yeah. Igni,
I-
once again, is just
Mhm.
observing and absorbing everything, but it's not the draw that most of this party is having.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, she's still waiting for anything to click, and nah.
Aw. Oh, honey.
Bless Igni.
Igni, my love.
I think for Lynn, it's mainly checking on the others. She has recognized the statue, and she's trying hard to not think about one certain thing at the moment, but it's basically check on the others and then look at this other person, because how exactly do we approach? Because, oh god, this person might have been alone here since all of this shit went down, because those doors were shut. How we approach a person. What we do.
Dakota's fine.
Yeah.
He's already switched focus onto the person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's mildly impressive they haven't noticed the party yet.
They seem very absorbed in what they're doing. I will send...
They and Matthias are sharing a brain cell there because both of them are praying.
Mm-hmm. And I will send an image of what this stranger looks like.
We're not going to interrupt someone praying. We're probably going to wait until afterwards, because you don't interrupt someone praying. Oh, the beloved.
Yes!
Yeah.
I am throwing the picture in the thingy. It's every time a picture comes up, I missed one, but I've been throwing every last one into the thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
Nice.
when I send this to you, Whirly Bird, we're gonna have the art in it.
Ah! Damn, that makes me wish I'd finished more of it, but...
Oh.
Yes. No, none of that. None of that. Bash you. It's glorious. I
but
will fight.
is anyone going to make any attempt to approach this individual?
Hmm.
I think Lynn's hesitating until after they're done praying, because you don't sneak up on someone while they're praying. That's private.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, if nothing else, Juby's getting closer to the statue, which likely means he's getting closer to this individual as well.
Mm-hmm. Which, I don't know if you would notice this, Jubilee, but as this individual is, murmuring their prayers and songs, they are using that staff of theirs to light a sequence of candles on the altar.
If a 12 passive would work to perceive it, then yes, he does.
It's literally fire being lit in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
I assume yes.
Look, with the dice, we don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's... He is very confused because this person has been speaking Requiem. He doesn't understand a lick of what is being said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you break stealth? Would you break stealth? If nobody else approaches, he will scuff his sandal kind of on the floor to make a noise so he's noticed if nobody else approaches.
Matthias is still back where he was.
Fair.
I think Lynn can think independently. However, Lynn is also trusting in someone else here, so she is looking to how Dakota is reacting.
Dakota has folded his arms and is now leaning against the door frame, with his eyes closed, just listening.
Oh yeah, by the way, Dakota, you speak Requiem, so you would be able
Yes.
to
Yes, he
understand
does.
what she's saying.
Yep.
She seems to be doing remembrance rites, which are kind of like funerary rites, but years in the future. You know how we celebrate birthdays?
Mm-hmm.
In Requiem culture, you don't necessarily just celebrate birthdays. You celebrate milestone days. Birthdays, you know, the day you took your first steps, the day you first spoke, and the day you died. This lighting of the candles is for a staggering amount of dead. As she murmurs prayers to Lady Retrospect to guide and shelter these souls and help them find peace wherever it may wait for them.
When he senses Lynn looking at him, he unfolds his hands and starts signing a translation.
She's going to be taking that in. She's going to write it down later. But you do get an appreciative nod as she's focusing.
Well, then I guess since nobody else is approaching this person to get their attention, I think Juby waits for what sounds like a break in what's being said and purposefully scuffs his sandal against the, I'm assuming, stone of the floor to break stealth and be noticed. Yeah.
And there is a metallic sounding creak as this figure stands up, and you can hear the ticking of clockwork, but very worn down, very old, very rickety clockwork as this person stands and looks to you and says in Requiem, well, she says, welcome home.
Oh, man. I'm really glad his ear feathers are visible right now because they do tilt down in just the sadness because it's like, ah, shit, I can't understand. He looks back towards Dakota. Like, I help. I don't.
She's welcoming you home.
And there's sort of a turn of her head. It's very halting as she, like, turns, well, very robotically and looks at Dakota and says, you speak?
And he will reply in Requiem, I do.
Welcome. Strangers?
I am. These two, and points at Matthias and Juby, aren't. They're two hers.
She kind of tilts her head again. Honestly, it's kind of funny. very similar mannerism to Matthias as she tilts her head as though it's gonna make more sense at 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Woo!
And she looks at Jubilee and says, Prince. Turns to look at Matthias and says, Sheltered. Hello.
Does she say that in Requiem or Common?
Requiem. She unfortunately does not speak Common, and she will look to Dakota and tilt her head again and understand they do not?
No. This language is
Long
dead.
gone.
It's not this place. Yeah.
So sad. And she will look to the two of them. And honestly, she will look to all of y'all. And she will sort of straighten a little bit, but she is always kind of stooped. She's an old lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she will tap her staff against the ground, and there will be a flicker of golden light as she casts tongues over all of y'all.
Oh.
Heyo.
need
Well,
to check
all
a
of y'all
thing.
except Matthias, because that.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Yeah, that's
actually,
divination.
this
It's
one
divination.
this one would be an exception because of who
Really?
it's given to her by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of who this magic is given to her by, it would be an exception.
Woo!
All right.
So
Nice.
she casts tongues and says, Hello, Keeper. Welcome.
Keeper.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello there. Pleased to pick and meet you.
There's a moment where you hear like gears grinding, clicking, trying to process, and then she bows in Lynn's direction. Greetings. Pleasure on recognition.
We should probably introduce ourselves names, eh? To you, Keeper. And she does look around at the others, because she knows she's kind of one of the more outside, and so if Juby or Matthias or that sort of stuff want to introduce to the Requiem person first, she's basically giving the go, have fun, speak.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, dang.
Does
Juby
he
keeps handing me, he keeps getting speechless, which is like, dude, you're the talky person. This is what you do.
if he doesn't want to go first, Lynn can like if he looks as though he's having a moment, Lynn can even introduce him. It's what would be best for Juby.
Honestly, I think there's a moment where he just is still very much overwhelmed, very emotional with, oh boy. But does, after Lynn probably has gestured to him, like, stands up a bit straighter, and winds up doing a bit of a bow himself as if this is probably something that, he was told to do from a young age as, oh yeah, if you're introduced to someone important, you should do this. That kind of just instinct of like, oh, I need to, as he says, Jubilee Yukon, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And she will look at Jubilee and tilt her head and will repeat herself and say, Prince, welcome.
Huh? There's very much just confused wings fluff up and there is a confused bird noise.
And you hear a sequence of clicks that you realize is laughter.
Guess you can tell she's your mom.
Well, I knew the prince is something I have that's new. Um, yeah, he's just sitting here blinking. Yeah.
Dakota quietly laughing into his poncho.
Yeah, same hat with Lynn, honestly.
Mhm. He's processing somebody else talk.
It's like the bird has hit the memory glass.
Uh-huh.
There's that window we were waiting for.
Yeah.
Ah. Matthias actually lets Lynn introduce him because again, yeah.
She's used to doing that. She does talk slow, not in a way as though she thinks that Keeper is incompetent or inept, but just in a she knows she naturally talks really pick and fast, so she's making an effort. She just goes, my name's Detective Lynn Stagehand. This is Matthias. Matthias Oliand.
Seeker. And she will, like, nod to Lynn and then look at Matthias and tilt her head. Sheltered. And she will actually hobble a
His
few
head.
hobble a
Oh,
few
go ahead.
steps forward towards Matthias, kneel in front of him, tilt her head again like she's studying him. Long way. You've come. Welcome.
Matthias's head is equally mirroring hers. Just, uh, 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 thank you. He doesn't know what else to do.
She will reach out and gently pat him on the cheek, like, you know, in that way that grandmas do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just soft little
Blink.
cheek pat.
Blink, blink.
With mechanical hand wrapped in bandages and slightly covered in wax. Pat, pat.
Pat, pat. Matthias just kind of blinks. He does not know what to do.
Oh.
And she
Deer
will
in headlights just frozen.
and
Box in headlight.
she
Yeah.
will stand back up. And then she will look at Dakota, tilt her head. Chosen?
I don't know about that.
Chosen. And she will nod as though she's, like, discovered an answer.
Right then. Dakota.
Matthias glances
Elsewise.
back at Dakota.
Dakota. Elsewise.
And she will nod, and then she will look over at Igni. Stranger. Friend?
I would like to think so. Igni's gonna bow, basically. Ignition.
And Keeper will bow back. Friend. Welcome. Welcome all. Welcome, travelers.
Why?
Keeper.
Is there anyone else?
Hmm?
Is there anyone else like yourself still here? Not in this building perhaps, but in the city at all.
And she bows her head, and there's a soft hiss of steam and clockwork as she shakes her head, those ribbon-like scarves fluttering behind her as she says very sadly, all gone, am last.
What happened? Why was this place attacked? Why can Why is it so difficult for people to get here?
And she does just hum very, very sadly. Freedom. Wanted by many. Held by few. Stolen by powerful. When stolen back, anger. When rules they set, broken, anger. When things they believe, proved wrong, anger, hatred, destruction. Wanted peaceful answer. They refused.
Shit.
Matthias looks. Yeah, that hits pretty close. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm last. She kind of bows her head. Am not. And she kind of pauses, clicking. Was not believed to be alive. Was left. Am here. Tend graves. Listen to her.
She still talks to you.
When she can. Less.
Golden hour. That's when I can talk to her a bit.
And Keeper
That was the
nods.
time.
Less lately. Longer time goes on. Weaker she grows.
Weaker is what?
What?
Has something happened?
Unsure. Matters of gods are beyond mortal understanding.
Matthias doesn't argue that because yeah.
No, that's not fair. No, that no. No. If she's getting weaker, if something's happening to her, I if for no other connection than the fact that she's helped me in turn, that needs to be in some respect at the very least repaid or something. You can't just say she's getting something like that's happening and expect at least if she has if anything is known about myself, then she would know that I won't just let something happen to someone
There might
and
not be
do
anything you
nothing
can do.
about it.
There might not be anything you can.
I have to try.
I'm not saying you should. Just saying you should prepare for that outcome.
Maybe that's why she called us here.
Has to be something.
Everything ends eventually. But we can still rage against it. We can still seek to understand. If there's anything here to help understand, we'll find it. All right?
Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Hell, if things didn't end, I wouldn't have a job.
Mhm.
And Keeper will look at you, Jubilee.
Mhm.
Given as gift. Repayment not needed, not expected. She loves. And she will step forward a bit, and similar to how she patted Matthias on the cheek, she will pat Juby and say, loves you. No debt.
You'd do anything for your kids.
It's not a case of a debt. A case of I would tear the stars from the sky for my family. I don't want her to... If there's anything that can be done, please.
And Keeper will tilt her head and click, click, click. Unsure. No, only small picture. Only what I watch, what I keep. No, only graves. No, only requiem. No, only history. Future can be changed. History cannot.
Right.
The graves around here, Keeper, they hold significance. The rings around this place and the motif on the statue. You've not been able to tell stories for a long time. Mind telling us about them?
And she will bow, and she doesn't have a mouth, but you get the sense that she's smiling. Like, she has no mouth, she has no face, but you can hear it in her voice, the hints of a smile. And there's a click, and the voice that comes out is not the voice you know. It's a recording, someone else's voice, but used to speak in her way, as she says, gather round and let me tell you a tale. Let me tell you why we light the candles. Let me tell you why we build the graves. Let me tell you why our city grows with rings after rings like rings on a tree. Listen to me now and let me tell you a story. When first our ancestors came to Requiem, when first we arrived here, home, guided by the light of dawn, we knew no death. But there were those who had not made the journey. There were those who had not been strong enough. No bodies had we to bury, but their souls had been lost to the winds. And so built were the first graves, those who strove for freedom, those who longed for peace, those who needed a second chance. We called to them and said, we honor you. We see you. We remember you. Guide us with your wisdom. Let us learn from your mistakes. And so, when we built the graves, they came to them. They inhabited these tombs that we had built for them and gave us their protection. And with every year, every generation that their sacrifice helped to build, more graves joined the collection, rings after rings, shields after shields. We are protected from harm by those who came before us. We are guided from mistakes by those who made them first. Those who light the way will be remembered by those who follow their paths. And no matter how far away you travel from home, you can always come home. You can always come back. And it will always be waiting. And there is a click.
It should be noted Igni fully sat down crisscross applesauce for this.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Kraken, take an inspiration
Maybe.
point. That's adorable.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah,
too
Juju
adorable.
Juju sat down by the statue as well as he listens. Just. Oh,
Matthias was already kneeled. I think even Lynn sat down. Creaky sketch. She's been on the move a lot today. But even she took a knee for this.
Dakota remains the only one standing.
mhm.
He was leaned up against the
He straightened up when they started talking.
yes. That
So
was
it's remembrance, it's protection.
it's Requiem. Fitting.
Home.
Oh.
And she will pause, and then she will kind of putter across the room, very much like there is something mechanical about all of her movements, but it is still very much an old lady walk.
Mm-hmm.
And she will walk over to one corner of the room, or one side of the room, because it's kind of it's not quite a circle, it's a dodecahedron shaped room.
Mhm. Nice.
Or not dodecahedron, dodecagon shaped room. Dodecahedron is a prism.
Mhm.
But you hear a little splash. And then she returns with a clay pitcher full of water and little clay bowls, which she passes out to each of you.
Thank you.
Yep, Matthias takes it.
And she
There's
will
there's a nod.
she will pour you each a cup of water.
Yep.
Sippy.
Sip, sip.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it's possible because you are in the desert. This water is frigid fucking cold. Like, this tastes like ice melt.
Just visible surprise from Igni. And then just return to Sippy.
Yeah.
Sip.
Blink, blink, blink. Sip.
It does take Lynn a moment to sip just because paranoia, but she does override it because you shouldn't have paranoia around someone like this.
It's just an old lady handing you a drink. Come on.
No, that's fair and valid.
Yeah.
No hesitation for Igni. She sipped immediately.
Same with Matthias.
Yeah. Lynn put it to lips. That's all she's saying on it.
Does Dakota take the drink?
He has the drink, yeah.
And I will note, there is something very homey about these little clay cups or little clay bowls that she has handed out to each of you. Each of them is like painted with a different design, and some of them look, more fancy or professionally done, but some of them do look a bit like children's arts and crafts projects.
Aw. Aw.
There is a quiet muttered. I feel raspberry.
I did not hear that.
Definitely reminds me of my grandkids.
Aww.
Lynn eternally taking notes.
She can take him.
Yep.
We're gonna do a thing for flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Just regardless of the state of the bowl in his hands, it's not crazy big, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
like, those little teacups that are kind of shaped like
Yeah.
bowls?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's with genuine care as Juby sits there. He doesn't drink all the water, not at first, just kind of rubbing his thumb, tracing along the pattern on his, as he uses Restore Revert. Just if there is anything that time has worn away at this little cup he has been handed, it is repaired.
Oh. Ah,
Mhm.
that's lovely.
Just he does that. He's not looking at anyone else. Just he's sitting at the feet of the statue while he thinks and quietly drinks the water he's been given.
Bless.
So, Keeper, what exactly do you do nowadays? What keeps your time? Anything we could help with?
She shrugs and, Oh, Peck, 1 minute.
Take your time.
Does a little dance.
Mhm.
You
This
guys
game
can.
is giving me so many emotions, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, you want some more emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should take a listen to that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that would
Oh.
do it.
Yeah.
I shall save that for later because I shall look forward to listening.
This was one of the first songs I learned how to play on piano, by the way.
Clock
And it was
cycle
a
play for
bitch.
the listeners.
It was a bitch. The riff is really fast, which is not easy if you've just learned how to play.
Oh,
Here's
I
what's
pat
been
you,
playing.
RJ.
Handshake running for the most complicated shit possible when learning a new thing.
Mhm.
Listen,
Here's
I
what's been
fucking love
going on in
Coldplay.
my head. Pretty much on repeat. Me fucking.
I fucking love Coldplay. It's one of my favorite bands. Of course, I'm gonna fucking learn how to play one of their songs.
Hey, man, they're a great band.
Mm-hmm.
God, what's the song that keeps popping up for Juby? I can find it.
Oh, also Viva La Vida, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sorry for the impromptu break. I had to go answer a question about dinner.
You're good.
There you go.
No worries.
That's what's been going in my
Yeah,
head.
that was. I was about to say, is anyone going to mention home?
Yeah, no, that's playing on loop in my head.
Yep.
This is all that's hitting me with the bird.
But anyway, Lynn had asked Keeper what she does, and Keeper's answer would have been to give a very creaky, very clicky shrug. And she says, tend graves, maintain history, repair damage, clean, repeat. Prayers to her. When she can, we talk.
You know, There's a lot of people out there. And I'm sure they'd love to hear about this history.
Would they? And she does kind of tilt her head, and there's a genuine sense of she doesn't believe that.
Look at us right here.
Unique.
We're not always. There are good folks out there. Not all folks, but there are good ones. Ones that are intrigued by these things, by history, by the past, by what it can hold for the future. Architects, historians, lovers of the past, lovers of the future. We are unique in some ways, but not in all of this, not in exact.
And there is a quiet hiss of steam, and she draws herself up a bit and looks at Lynn and tilts her head. And my people are gone. Let them rest.
They have Requiem. But what about you?
I serve.
Is that what she would want?
And she will turn and look at the statue. She wants me to do what I want. Her hand tightens on the staff and she doesn't elaborate.
If there was a chance, if this place wasn't so closed off, if there would be some way to get people here.
This place deserves to rest. But the
Perhaps as it
stories.
once, perhaps as it once was, but there's no reason that new life can't come here. People who need a home, who need shelter, a second chance.
The life that this place had is literally carved into its stones. They are the bones of this place. They were its life. This place, this grave, deserves to rest. We can record the stories. We can bring those messages to more people. But these bones need.
Indeed.
Why not? Why can't something new come here? It's hard to reach here, yes. If there would be a way that, I don't know, if the storm could be let up, if there was something with however it was, whatever I felt, and I
Jubilee.
was fine, but
Jubilee.
We
Every
don't need to make any decisions now.
Indeed. Perhaps we should rest. We can explore more during, well, after a long rest for all of us. We can explore more, we can find more things here. Catalogue and unlock. It's beautiful.
It was. And Keeper will bow to all of you, and then she will gesture with her staff. Come with. Place to sleep. Dormitories.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. To be able
And
to
she will lead
stand
you.
and
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Trot sing along.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Lynn is paranoid enough to ask just. You are the only being here. Is there anything still that we should be wary of? Some of us are. Oh. Very good. Thank you for answering.
Yes. And she will lead you down a set of stairs that are kind of hidden from the rest of the room into a sort of underground space. Down a couple hallways lit by more of those glowing glyphs. And then into what you can assume was the Temple Keeper's dormitory. And it's actually pretty comfy.
Hmm.
Mhm.
There's these sort of basins carved out of the floor. Basically, there's like individual sized pillow nests just carved into the floor.
Oh, Igni is diving into one.
Immediate.
Bless.
There's individual little pillow nests carved into the floor with like little curtains that you can draw closed around them.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Mhm.
That is so.
The ideal.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
want this
This and
now so
hammocks.
bad.
Cozy.
I have longing now. The only thing better is like nest hammocks. Yeah, nest hammocks are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Lynn is a
Well, see,
paranoid
with
pet.
these, you get the coolness of the stone, like the cool temperature of the stone because cold air sinks.
Mm-hmm.
Always flip the pillow over and have the cool side of the pillow.
Oh God, the bliss, the bliss.
And just comfy space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Comfy space. Lynn is suddenly thinking of memoirs nesting habits. Lynn has been thinking of memoir a lot through several different points of all of this. I will have you know.
Mm.
I hee-hoo at you and gesture at DMs to no thoughts, but anyway, continuing. I gesture to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You have been given comfy place to nap for the day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, guys, who wants to take first watch?
Who wants their life-changing trip with Dakota first? Though
Low-key me.
I do slide forward the suggestion that that might be a good place to end this session.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it does make a natural stopping point.
Indeed, indeed.
Mhm.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can pick up with the long rest shenanigans next time.
Yeah.
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 But still, does everyone get to be comfy? I know Igni
Oh, yeah.
immediately dove for the pillow pile.
She's like
Hmm.
fucking buried under there. Just
I
like
sent
one
you a
eye peeking
thing.
out. Hmm?
So I sent you a
Hmm.
thing in DMs a bit ago, Whirl.
Yes, and that will be
and-
something I can address next session.
Yeah. So
Mm.
that, yeah.
Mhm.
But
Um,
otherwise, yeah. Matthias is gonna settle, like, you know,
Hmm.
as much as he can.
Mhm.
Dakota, who is used to just rolling in his poncho to sleep, usually on a hard-ass stone surface.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, comfort be upon ye.
It's like You know when you like get into a bed that has a lovely soft mattress and lovely soft pillows, and you're just like sinking into it, and you're like, oh, this is not firm enough for me.
Yeah.
I am on a marshmallow. Roll off. Give me the stone.
Being eaten.
I mean,
I think
will
on
note.
God, what he does is he just picks up half the pillows, tosses them into Igni's pit, and then lays down on the stone floor.
And you now have an
Wow.
inspiration point because that's fucking golden.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Brilliant.
Oh,
I feel like Ignis managed to worm her way towards like the bottom of the pit. There's only like one layer of pillows between her cold stone and her, and all the pillows are piled on top. She's buried. This is excellent.
Yes.
She loves this.
Igni is fucking
Yes.
submerged.
You didn't already know she was in there? Fucking gone.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
Iggy's
knows.
gone.
Lynn's keeping an ear out for Igni's breathing.
I hope you know my immediate response, not necessarily canon, was bold of you to assume Igni breathes.
Horrifying, thank you.
The noise of Igni shuffling. There are distinctive noises that every mortal makes as they do anything. Lynn's
Yeah.
Lynn's listening. What's Juby doing?
Huh. Well, he doesn't immediately go to bed. That's for certain. I think he hangs around a bit while everybody's getting comfy and then ducks back out to the main place.
Mm-hmm.
And takes time. I need to actually roll to see if you can get a thing right away.
Go ahead.
Because good, he does. He actually gets a black candle out and just finds a spot more. Yeah, he has this candle. Finds a spot where there's not too many other candles. Sets it down and quietly lights it. And mumbles under his breath a little bit. It's not quite prayer. It's going over the motions of something he remembers that feels like this is something that he should do that he's neglected to do quite often. But he's been reminded of these habits since seeing this place and being reminded of somewhere else he once called home.
Hmm.
And something just. He hopes that she'll forgive him a little bit for jumping to talk to someone else besides her when he does, but there's a quiet wish he doesn't know if this person ever listens. Probably not. But a hope that the spirits of those here, if they didn't make it to Retro, that the patron deity of where he grew up, who is also associated with death, that if they made it to her, that she cared for these lost people.
Ah.
After a bit of that, he leaves the candle to burn down among the others and does eventually make his way back down and find one of the pillow piles and close the curtains and just flop.
Mm-hmm.
Plump.
Yep.
Plump.
There is a comical poof of feathers as he does because he is a toon. It happens.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
There's a snort from Dakota's pit.
There are two middle fingers raised towards Dakota, like, get off my case, old man.
I think
That is all.
Lynn's gonna watch everyone else. Just make sure they've settled. pull up a pillow out of a pit and sit on it so that she can see the entrances and exits. She's making notes of people she wants to talk to later, but this is good.
Mhm.
This is good.
And that is where we will end our session for the day. That was fun. That was a roller coaster of
Emotions.
emotions.
Boy.
You're
I'm
gonna
so excited.
You're gonna get more next time.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna
Mhm.
fucking drop this in the group chat.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
drop
woo.
this in the group chat. I wrote this after the end of the last session, but
Oh,
you know
shit,
what?
RJ
It's pretty
writing.
fucking fitting. So,
Oh.
RJ writing so
oh,
good.
World, you also get something specific here.
Oh my god, you're fucking right. Okay, everybody say goodbye to our listeners. I have to go yell at RJ.
Bye.
Well, bye.
Setting fires, I